the AI is already muddying up reality, and it's brand new. I guess I should just stop rambling and show you some pictures and some things that got me thinking about what I'm talking about here, and then maybe I'll come back at the end. We'll see. Now, who knows if what I just said made any sense to you? I'm not going to go back over it. I'm just going to leave it. But I will basically start again here at a much more basic level with examples. What do those three guys say and Do the Right Thing? He says, "Let me break it down for you, sweet Dick Willie." Let me break it down for you, starting with the absolute basics. I loathe Spike Lee, but I do like Do the Right Thing. Remember back in the day, the old truthers, we looked at this 12, 15 years ago. I know Russian Vids presented it many times. This famous quote, CIA Director William Casey, "We'll know our disinformation program is complete when like Lord Vader, when everything the American public believes is false." Now, is this a real quote? Let's forget whether it's a real quote or not, or whether he had to say it under the download. Reality, the dark part of reality, the not milk, has to do this, has to show us what's coming. And this is the best place to start in terms of making my prior point. Now, again, it could be inserted into reality. Did he really say it? Who would have recorded the quote? It doesn't matter. The dark part of reality has to put these sort of weird breadcrumbs forth for the few of us that will notice and use it, as we're using it now 12 years in the future. We didn't really understand this when we looked at it 12, 13, 14 years ago. We'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. We thought, well, okay, what did we think? Let me put myself back in the old mindset of 12, 13, 15 years ago. First thing I thought, well, they've gone too far. Obviously, they're not going to be able to pull this off where everything the American public believes is false. I mean, that's just overstating. We talked about truth drops back in the day, and they're trying to give a truth drop, and, is this a real... I mean, I don't know exactly what we thought, but I do remember thinking, well, okay, maybe this is their goal or agenda, but they've gone too far. That's impossible. Well, we see it's very possible today, because we understand reality much better, that the outer ring is fluid, Mandela effects, fluid reality, things can change. The digital world, the AI that's coming, people stepping into a digital environment someday, or a brain chip, and not knowing they stepped into the digital environment. And if you're screaming at me that that's what already happened to us, yeah, I keep that on the table. Yes, of course. Not going to miss that one.
Yeah, it is.
It's not my first conspiracy video. Of
what's
course
it called?
I must keep that on the table, that we already stepped into it. And it's showing us all
browser
the
having a
conspiracy people.
stroke.
It shows us the breadcrumbs.
Yeah, there's a
like,
source.
It shows it's of course, this is an unnatural place.
I think I linked it to you before.
It's a reality that's a conspiracy generation machine that no real world could do. Maybe we already stepped into it. That shouldn't scare you. It doesn't mean you're not a timeless spiritual being. It might mean we have a little more work to do, or it's a little bit more like the Shawshank that some of the YouTube channels present. But I'll keep all that on the table. I know whenever I get a little concerned, and it's not very often these days, but I step back and say, I know.
Can you hear me okay?
That I'm bigger than this place, and I've existed before, and I'll exist after, and that the existence will never go away, and that is very comforting. That's all I need to know for right now. Well, we try to know. We're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out more than that in exercises like this. But okay, where the heck? I'm confused myself. Let's go back to the basics. So we thought, okay, I thought, well, they've overstepped, and there's no way they're ever going to achieve this. Well, now we see they can. This is just 12 to 15 years, 12 years later. This is doable for not little groups inside government, but for the not milk outer ring, asshole crack, asshole dark outer ring of reality. This is doable. We're not us. Okay, we're a tiny little group. I don't think they'll ever get to the point where we'll know our disinformation program is complete. The Death Star is complete.
There's like a 10-second delay, so that's not too bad.
Vader, when everything the American public believes
Doing pretty
is false. Good. Well, we're technically the American public, and is everything I don't think they'll be able to get to us. I think we've carved ourselves out, and if anybody
fucking fell asleep earlier, pretty good.
Get mad. You and your little
I almost stayed
root
asleep if
beer
it wasn't for the fact that I had to use the
you and
bathroom.
your little boat, your little lifeboat. Oh, you're special. You got your armor.
Let's
Oh,
see,
yeah,
Elder
everybody else is
Scrolls
fooled but you guys.
Oblivion.
No, the difference between us and others is I will
I hadn't
still
even
keep on
downloaded
the
it.
table that we are fooled. But because I keep on the table that
Would
I'm
it be
being
under
fooled,
T's or
it gives me
O's?
an advantage.
Or
The idiot that
E's?
sits down and crunches popcorn in front of CNN and can't wait for
It's under
Anderson
E's.
Cooper 360. Is that
Game of the Year
idiotic
edition,
show still
wow.
come on? Crunch.
5 gigabytes, really?
I mean, they believe
That's
it
kind of
all.
wild.
They're not at an advantage because they believe
Hey,
it's
what's up,
real.
Crunchy B?
At least
Good to
I
see you, man.
believe we're seeing through it, but I will keep on the table that we're being equally tricked. Because I'm objective like that and I keep that on the table, it gives me an advantage of not being tricked. So, yes, with the technology that's coming, the VR headsets, the brain chips, this just 10 to 12 years later, what we thought was the impossible.
Maybe I should have downloaded it in advance. Oh well.
You didn't think they'd truly be able to pull this off. They were overstating. It's a truth drop. They have to tell you what's coming. Those types of.
There's no way me streaming is making it that
when we saw this
delayed. That's crazy.
Presented by Russian vids or whoever, and now we see it's very
no kidding.
doable. In fact, likely if you exclude us from the strict definition of American.
Yeah, when
public.
games respected your time and respected your hard drive space.
Us, the truth researchers of today, in making my presentation here. This was done by
Fucking hell. Yeah, I should have downloaded this in advance. Fucking Christ.
Was it about money, guys? Do I remember the names?
It's gonna take over an hour. Well, here it goes. It's getting faster.
That's me. The second one, Pierre de la Violette or something like that, and Nathan Fishman or Lawrence Fishman? That's Lawrence Fishburne. Nathan Fishburne or Fishman. Something like that. Sorry. It's me.
Yeah, it's a Toho, it's complete. I think it's 100% Toho.
This represents us.
I don't know. I don't have zero fucking, I have zero frame of reference, so. I thought I said a romantic chicken at first second. Crunchy B, let's see. I had a dream where I remember this life like it was a dream. Yeah, it feels like it a lot of times. Fuck man, it's gonna take about over an hour to download. Dang, I knew I should have did it in advance. Oh well.
You're probably not going to live to be over 100. So the group is very small. When they completely have the AIs locked everything down and people are taking the brain chip, just I mean, I would say in 15 or 20 years, people will have.
Yeah, this particular
whatever they're presenting as the digital world.
Playlist.
To understand themselves.
This particular video is strictly Toho.
For the spiritual being.
But my whole playlist, what's it called? PC88 playlist is has other games in it, you know. Trying to snap out of the sleepiness here. See on the side here, I extended it a bit. I got more stuff on the side here. Yeah, but this one's like 27 minutes.
Basically, what I'm saying is most people very soon will be lost. Lost in terms of understanding.
Might just go to the next, actually.
What this reality's for. And I'm saying people in the past were mostly lost. The farmer in the field in 1850. What could he possibly understand about?
Yeah, this one don't. Oh yeah, this one does say what games are from. There's Rusty.
Doesn't have access to the
only recognize Rusty really. Legend of Heroes sounds kind of familiar.
Great understanding through a spiritual experience or something that happened to them, or through their religion, whatever, where they understand the timeless nature of themselves. And that's fine, but they're not going to understand this big picture reality and what it's for. So what I'm saying is it's a bold statement. It is.
Life is a... You're actually a bowl of, a plate of sashimi dreaming of being a bowling ball. Or some bullshit like that.
You don't have the context from the last century. You know a lot, but you don't have the context. And that's a huge piece of the puzzle that you'll never be able to understand.
Yeah, this download isn't getting any faster.
35, 45, 55, 65, 75 here have. Not including too many people over 70.
I was actually going to watch Matt's last video. This is just like a filler. While I was getting ready, I was hoping this download would be a lot quicker.
Everybody here would agree that the
but I'm barely a half a gigabyte in, which isn't too bad, I guess.
In the digital world at that
point, I am downloading the PlayStation 3 version of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Because fuck the remaster. fuck all the remasters. Fuck everybody. I was gonna play the console version just to spite the reality.
will continue.
Despite the not milk, they can kiss my ass.
The American public and the disinformation campaign is almost complete, where everything they believe is false. They're almost there now. It's been incredible.
It's like, why would you play the PS3 version? Well,
the Hillary Clintons of the world are about to go off to jail. We're about to
I don't know.
No, they always dangle the carrot that we're about
I mean,
to
I have
We're
it for
not supposed to
PC,
win
the original,
in
but
this go-around.
still a
That's
5
supposed to
gigabyte
go down
download.
score.
I have to
We're
wait either way.
supposed to get our asses kicked here.
I'm not gonna sit here and wait. I'm gonna play something else, but
That's what it's for.
I'm just
We're
saying,
supposed to enlighten ourselves and
it'll be done
being a
about an
4D
hour,
or
so
5D. That's
I
not
can
what
play
it's
something
for.
else in the
Let's get our
meantime.
asses kicked. There's misery,
Magic build is pretty
there's
fun in the
suffering,
base game since
and
magic
heaven
skill is
will
way
always
better
be
than
mixed.
melee as you level.
The heaven will always be mixed.
Yeah, I never got into the magic, like, I was always melee, you know,
to find the heaven.
archer
We
build or
stand
whatever the
without
fuck
pain,
people do.
Take a few full breaths without pain, and
I got no,
watch
like,
the thunderstorm and the lightning
meta.
strikes. That's
I don't really have a whole lot of meta knowledge when it comes to
can't see
Oblivion,
that,
so...
you can't create that sort of heaven for yourself, then you have a lot of work to do. Okay, if you're waiting for the new editions
Oh, really?
of Sandman to come on July 24th,
At least you can... At least if you use weakness to element for 1 second on your damaging spell. Is that something you can create, like using the create a spell system or whatever? I heard it was really broken.
I'm anticipating it too.
I'll be
I love
right
the
back.
Sandman, but I will still be able to find the heaven if the Sandman series didn't exist. And yes, there was a small part I wasn't thrilled where they had a whole segment on the transcontinental railroad, and they said, "Oh," I went, "Oh no." But I'll talk about it later. It was a small segment, then they moved on. It was almost like they had to check the box. And the Neil Gaiman or whatever, the producers of it, they had to do it and move on. Sorry, let me get back to this. This is more important. The Not Milk has been incredibly successful. That success will continue. We're not about to win. That's not negative, it's real. That's fine. That's what this go-around's for. I mean, this is a little blip on our train stop. So
Alright, I'm
what if we
back.
lose this time and this... personally, you're not going to lose. In general, okay, the utopia society where everybody's nice, and personally, we're not going to.
Alright, let's, I have to get my other window set up. Yeah, I put my camera back where I usually keep it. I don't know if I'll keep it on, but... Cam and game. Can't remember what I got going here. Let's see, Mage's Guild in Oblivion takes surprisingly long before you get access to the Imperial City Guild Hall. Have to do quests for all the other city guild halls first, really? Yeah, I never got too far into all that. I'm a fake fan. Alright, I gotta... Here we go. Let's see here. Yeah, 55 minutes. It's being really... I guess because I'm streaming, it's being variable. Whatever. What was I gonna do? Oh, I forgot I had that sideways. Is it a disaster stream already? There we go. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, Zelda. Hell. I have a new stuff, so. Oh no. Where the fuck is the Saria? I had a Saria video I made, or a clip. Where the hell did it go? Oh, I know why. What is this? There it is. Loop it. Found it. My new Saria, what's it called? I made this myself. I mean, I just screen recorded. I just screen captured it. Let's see, let's do, okay, you already said that. Don't say anything new. Whoops. Alright, I really just wanted to show off, real quick. Let's see. This 4K texture mod. And also there's a Ocarina of Time camera hook that you can use to make the right stick work for the camera for the 3DS version. It's pretty nifty. Activates. Sometimes I have to run it like twice to get it to work, like right now. The piece of shit. One more time. He's always making noises. Stop making noises. It's like my cat Lucky. Come on, man. Of course, it's gonna act jank as soon as I'm streaming. Fucking A. What the fuck? Of course it's gonna be stupid. Making a fool out of me. What download looking like? Woo, 3 hours left. Thanks, asshole. Okay. I've never had it act like this before. Of course, as soon as I'm streaming, it's like, now it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go, we got it. That was ridiculous. Never had that issue. Well, I mean, I have, but usually only takes one restart. Anyway, I wanted to show off the 4K retexture that that person did, that I paid $3 for. I want to get to Hyrule Field. Yeah, I was muted for a second. It's funny because I wouldn't have known I have that modification that beeps at me whenever my mic is muted. So this 3D camera, not 3D camera, this free cam modification's pretty nifty, but it has like weird flickering, kind of weird flickering to it. Do that. I'll play Matt's video in a minute. I didn't forget.
Hey guys, it's Matt. I hope you're...
I got this crap started for nothing, I guess. There we go. Here. Set this up for nothing. There we go. The autism won't allow me to leave it like this. So why do all this bullshit? Because I fucking want to. It's important. This is important. Here we go. See how it's kind of jank, especially when I was going down the stairs there? It glitches out every now and then. It's the only unfortunate part about it. But other than that, it's really smooth. And this 4K texture mod is pretty great. I thought the 3DS version looked pretty good to begin with. I'll give you a before and after in a minute. Oh, my bad. Let's see. I think I got it hidden. Yeah, I'll fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna redo that. Because it's actually a MP4. I gotta redo it and remove the audio, that way I won't have to worry about it. I got it off now. Yeah. Okay, it should be good now. But you said it went away? That's fucking weird, actually. Like I said, disaster stream. Let's see. Okay. That should be good now. Sorry about that. But yeah, here's the... I can show you before and after. Where's a good place to do that? So you can get a close-up of him, obviously. And that's the way it looks before. I can't get a good look. But you can definitely tell, ooh, excuse me, with the textures here. So I can turn it on and off with on the fly. Can't talk. And if I do that too quickly, the game will crash. See, that's before. That's after. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. Best $3 I ever spent. Signing up for that dude's Patreon. Might as well start jerking off on camera, make it a proper disaster stream. Yeah, really. See how it's kind of glitching out? Every now and then? Like if I were to just leave it. I think it has a lot to do with the terrain. But even if I leave it still, it'll kind of glitch out. There's before and after here. It's really obvious with the fucking shield here. Where we at? 2 gigabytes, hooray. If I jerk off on camera, make it a proper disaster stream. See, free camera is always going to be kind of buggy. In games that weren't designed to be, at least, yeah. Like, the free cam in Majora's Mask is innate, so it doesn't glitch out like this. Like, you can see it just glitching out as with me walking around. But it works out really well. See how it's kind of jittery? But it works out really well in, while playing. Calling me a fairy boy. Jesus Christ. And the text is still, you know, looks pixelated, but it is what it is. See, there's the before, there's the after. I don't think they did anything with Epona. It seems like Epona looks the same. What the hell's going on with this? Oh, because I have it reversed, I forgot. I have my camera's actually mirrored right now. How do I fix that? There we go. The left hand... No, it wasn't mirrored, never mind. Literally the worst. Should have hired you to redo the pony. What you trying to say, man? I'm not going to play this version, I was just showing it off. While this download goes on. It's going to take a minute. 3 more gigs to go. He's got a sweet potato. Whoa, she's cute. I mean the pony. The pony's cute. Melon's cute too. Fairy boy. I'll never get over it. Shut up. I'll just watch you like a pedo he is. Yeah, really. I was thinking that. I was thinking that too, actually. Shut up, Navi, for God's sake. Like how she stops singing when you see starts talking. Yeah. It's like when my cats get in a fight, when they're like growling at each other. You just put something in front of them, they'll stop. They'll start growling, right? And then I'll put something in front of them, then they'll stop growling at us all of a sudden. It's really funny. It's too lean back. What's going on? I'm trying to make sure this camera's okay. Guess I could just turn it off. But whatever. Don't need a camera, man. Guess we'll get into Matt McKinley's video.
You're sitting down for this one? To start off, we thank Jeff again for his continual research. Hey guys, it's Matt. I hope you're sitting down for this one. To start off, we thank Jeff again for his continual research in finding examples that prove the fake world for us. This is the Whopper. I'm not sure we need another one after this. I mean, if this doesn't prove fake world, nothing does. Before I get started, though, I have to warn you, I'm a little bit off. The chemicals roaming around my brain and through my circulatory system from the Wawa breakfast sandwich, it's almost like I ate a gigantic plate of lo mein or something. I feel completely off. I drank a lot of liquids. I think it will pass in just a few minutes. So, and I also want to make fun of Artemis at some point. I'm a little off, guys. The chemicals that are floating around my circulatory system, it's amazing I can even speak.
Jeopardy blows.
I want to at some point make fun of Artemis. If I can't work it in the beginning, I will postpone it till the end. This is absolutely incredible. It proves fake world, false world, so let's get started. A note to the bathroom boys, I need to take a few minutes to set the stage here to build up to this. Some of this you might find trivial, but it is all necessary to, in the end, come to the conclusion of fake world. The original version of Jeopardy, not with Alex Trebek, debuted on NBC March 30th, 1964. That's the 33, of course, March 30th, and then 1 and the 9, and then the 6 is 10. It's kind of like the 9 paired with 11. I might use some hobo code here because I'm going to be saying those numbers so many times, guys. I might say wine. I might say Levin. I might say Elvin. I don't know. It's just, Matt, you think it's going to give you a banner ad or a problem? I don't know. But I feel the need to do this because I'm going to say the numbers so much. I know it's annoying to many of you, but this is the world we live in on this horrible, wretched platform. Now, if you want to play along with us at home via your Reality Breakdown Fake World home game, every time we note the 9 or the wine paired with 11, you might want to make a slash. Or every time I say the number 11 or Elvin or 11, you might want to make a slash. You can play along on your Reality Breakdown Fake World home game. The original show, not bingo? With Alex Trebek, it was on for 11 years. What a coincidence. Here we go. 1984... Alex Trebek brought Jeopardy back with an episode beginning September 10th, 1984. Yeah, 1984, the year of Orwell and Big Brother and all that. Matt, this is all a coincidence.
I wonder why he didn't mention the MSG.
Jeopardy, as well as Wheel of Fortune, is very, very important to these creeps. Phrasing things, reversing it as a question, or the answers first, and then phrasing it as a question. All of this is important to these creeps. Guys, if you'll give me this leeway, let's just take 30 seconds to check on the progress of the astronautas. Of course, CNN has a little cartoon with its little ball. That's where they are. They did a historic they call it a historic flyby. They're in that ball. But look, I think it was a truth drop. Look at the ball. See, you can see it behind the moon.
Yeah, you can
still see the ball behind the moon. I think that's a truth drop. I think they're saying the moon is actually etheric in some kind, or the plasma that the conspiracy people
the pattern
thought it was. Let's get back.
The pattern that the sun makes. What the fuck is that called? Right here. The analemma? Is that how you say it? Or how you pronounce it? It's the figure 8 the sun makes. These fuckers... these fuckers are so nasty with their symbolism. That shit. You'll see it? Yeah, you can see it. So this bullshit pattern that the sun makes throughout the year, in the sky. It's the same bullshit. That figure 8 that they're doing. And of course it's gotta be the 8, right? It's gotta be the 88, because why not? No one's talked about that. Besides, I mean, I'm sure somebody else has noticed, but as far as I know, no one's really mentioned that, but I noticed that immediately. It was a fucking weird figure 8 bullshit. That the creeps like so much. The pattern that the sun makes in the sky. Yeah, there's my schizo observation for the evening.
To a regularly scheduled topic. Sorry, now don't jump ahead and read the question, which is actually the answer, because everything in Jeopardy is reversed. We've established that the original Jeopardy was on for 11 years before it went off the air for a while to establish the occulted nature of it. Then it was brought back with Alex Trebek in 1984, exactly. The year of Big Brother, with the first episode being September 10th, 1984. We're going to look at the second episode, September 11th, 1984. The episode, the Jeopardy episode was September 11th, 1984, so it had the Big Brother year, and it had the wine paired with the Elven. And here, now, do you think there's going to be a few nines paired with the you-know-what's coming up? Just a little bit. Here's the answer, which is actually the question, because everything's fucked up reversed. Calendar, final Jeopardy question, contestants. Get ready. Playing, get ready. Steal, get ready. Calendar, Matt, if this gets any more obnoxious, I'm going to check out. I'm sorry. Calendar date with which the 20th century began. Let me jump right to the conclusion here for just a minute. In a strange turn of events, every single contestant gets it wrong, and they write what is January 1st, 1900. Mm-hmm. What would be the first day of the 20th century? January 1st, 1900. So none of them suspected a trick question. I mean, it's a trick question, but not really a trick. Okay, for anybody that doesn't know where this is going, 2001 starts the 21st century. 1901 starts the 20th century. A trick question? Stupid. The child in second grade would write, well, the first day would be January 1st, 1900. That's what a kindergartner would write. So the final Jeopardy contestants all took the bait. It's weird, but what Jeff pointed out initially to me was they all write down, basically they all code the 9 with the 1 with the other with another 1. January 1, that's 1. Next to the 9 is next. It doesn't matter whether the 9 has to be before or after. This is Remember, Solomon's Temple was killed.
This was in 1984 before smartphones fucked up handwriting.
Solomon's Temple was destroyed.
Fucked up handwriting? What do you mean?
It was just Solomon's Temple was destroyed.
Yeah, that's all these idiots. They're idiots, but they're supposed to be the smartest of the smarties, right? Toughest of the toughies and the smartest of the smarties, like Scrooge McDuck likes to say. They all get it wrong. Okay, yeah, sure. They all put the same answer, a bunch of fucking faggots.
9th day of the 11th month. Matt, 11th, that's November. It doesn't matter to the creeps. It's just the way it's presented. The 9th day of the 11th month. But then it would still, that's 11 from our perspective. November, 9th day of the 11th month, Solomon's Temple. It's the pairing of it. I don't think the order really
as in atrocities
matters.
Yeah, of course.
But I haven't been in no eyes wide shut back rooms. So I don't know. But you have the 9 paired with the Elven or the 11 3 times in a row to all create $0 for the contestants. Now the champion from the first day, if he would have just bet all but $1, he would have gone on, but they got rid of all of them to start with 3 new contestants because they must do that if they all go to 0. If the champion just would have bet a little bit more, then he could have positioned himself to at least come back the next day. It doesn't make any sense. They all took the bait and put down what the 4th grader would put down. Not one said, wait a second. And Matt, it's only the second episode with Alex Trebek. I know, but there was 11 years of Jeopardy before that. You're going to go on Jeopardy without any prior knowledge of what happened from 1964 to 1975? You know the final Jeopardy question isn't going to be really easy. Oh, God, that's so easy. Let me just write down January 1, 1900. Maybe they were compelled to write down January 1, 1900 to present the 9 paired with the Elven. You see where I'm going with this?
Does he think that, though?
I'm not joking around here.
Could they have been, I don't know, compelled, or, I don't know if threaten's the right word, but, I mean, could you coordinate something like that without somebody yapping about it, I mean, is that a download, or just, how do I put it, like, retrocausal, like, maybe that episode didn't play out like that before. That's weird. That's super weird. That's actually beyond strange to me.
Okay, you can see where I'm going with this, obviously. In 1984, the Big Brother year of which Jeopardy reappeared, we've already established how important it is to the creeps, on the airing of the second episode, September 11th, 1984, the 9N paired with the wine paired with the Elven is all over the place, is coded all over the place. Now we'll talk about...
Wait, so this aired September 11th, 1984?
And I'm going to talk about Secret Society. We'll, on the back end, we'll talk about...
This is
this
fake,
a retro
dude.
causality?
Not fake, but
How
like...
is reality?
This is like... I just woke up from a nap, okay? So, the shit like this happens to me when I wake up from naps or whatever. The strangest fucking things. Like, this is all... This isn't real, dude. This is like... This is fucking weird as fuck. It's just like... This didn't exist before. This just spawned into the ether because I'm watching it.
Reality reflecting what would be...
Like, I don't know if Kirk watched this before, right? Obviously. He probably did. Or whatever. And in his reality, he watched it, you know, a few hours ago, but to me, I just woke up, and I'm just watching it now, and I'm like, I just manifested this. Fuck you. This is nonsense.
Coming 17 years
This is a
later,
weird,
1984
like a weird
to
video.
2001. They love that number too, don't they? It's not as big as some of the other ones. And I don't remember it mentioned too much in the Eyes Wide Shut parties I attended, but they do love the 17. It's coded all over the place. The wine paired with the elven. Is anybody surprised? No. This is there's more, much more coming. We'll get to it then, Matt.
There's more?
Shut
How
up.
could there possibly be more?
Let's go back and see how much money they all had before they decided to risk it all go to zero, and all get thrown off the show. The champion on the left, if he just wagers 9,000 or 9,000, he has to, wager a decent amount because...
Let's see, what did you say? I watched it a few hours. I watched it before you a few hours. Yeah, exactly. But what am I supposed to say? Like, obviously, I can't, like, be like... I don't know, man. You know how this shit works, and it sounds schizo and fucking retarded. It is schizo and fucking retarded. Oh, goodness.
Because, of course, the middle contestant will wager it all to beat the champion. She has to hope he gets it wrong and she gets it right. Well, he could wager all but, $500 and then be able to at least come... I
believe that 3 intellectual idiots would get this wrong, right? I believe that. I believe that could happen. But all 3 of them? I mean... They wouldn't not assume, but say, like, this is too easy. This question's too easy. Like, full of, like, fucking way too confident in their answer, right? To be like, this is a bullshit answer. I'm not even gonna risk it, because it sounds like a bullshit question. You get what I'm saying. This sounds like a bullshit, question. I know it's an answer, but you get what I'm saying. Let me just wager 0, just in case, I don't know. Oh yeah, this video Matt was showing was uploaded like 4 days ago. I think he mentioned that later. Oh, really? What the fuck, really?
Back the next day as champion. He knows the rules. Again, the show was on for 11 years.
Goodness gracious. Some random episode of this game show from like 50 years ago posted today, sure. Oh, okay, you're saying... this Jeopardy episode was uploaded 4 days ago. Is it just AI? I mean, there's fucking some asshole out there, with a VHS tape recorder. Were they even around in the 80s? I mean, September 11, 1984, what are the chances of somebody recording that episode and uploading it or archiving it or whatever? This is shenanigans, dude.
It's not like it's the second episode. And one last thing associated with this image showing how much money as champion.
I keep pausing. Let me back up. Let me do a stupid chicken quest before I... Super cuckoos. I like chickens. It's funny that I'm ranting about this as there's chickens on the screen, kind of completely by accident. Alright. Look how this breaks this fucking quest. Yeah. Oh my god, I got all 3 of them, without making a mistake. That's funny. I mean, the first 2 is whatever, right? But usually the 3rd one give you a little problem. Had the talent to be one of the world's best cowboys. Yeah, I'll marry your daughter. Oh. I'm a fairy boy. Now, what's cool about this... You can do the sun song in this house, and you'll get warped to the entrance, and you can actually explore the house at night, which you normally can't do. You can go upstairs. Like Malon, funny because I think Malon is actually supposed to be upstairs, but excuse me, for whatever reason she's not. She's nowhere else in the, like she's not in the stable. Excuse me, she's not out in the field. I'm gassy all of a sudden. Oh, look at somebody's little painting, a fruit painting. That's what you do when you're like a beginner artist, or any skill level, you know. Paint a still life of some fruit or whatever. Get your paints out or get your sketchbook out. But yeah, Malon's not up here for some reason. She's got a chicken. That's cute. Stupid chicken drawing. I guess it's supposed to be Zelda, even though she don't have dark hair. Fucking weird, man. Oops. Well, I'm so snotty. Not snotty, but stuffy. Let's see. Virtual causal AI Mandela effect, not milk nonsense. Yeah, pretty much. Mario's milk. Blizzard replaced a woman with fruit. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, yeah. Is that what that is? Supposed to be a hot human female there instead. Anyway. Oops. Save this. I just wanted to show that off, so. Where are we at? 20 minutes left.
He knows the rules. Again, the show was on for 11 years. It's not like it's the second episode. And one last thing associated with this image showing how much money they have to risk for the final Jeopardy question. Maybe this is a stretch, but just the amount of times the numbers are paired is what I'm pointing out. The champion has 9,500. Down at the end, the contestant has, of course, 1,100. So it is a 9, in a way, bookended with the 11. Fine, you want to call it a stretch, there's a lot more. This comment under the video is rather interesting, and I will leave a link if you want to watch the short video. I can't risk it here. Fun fact, the commenter says, this episode of Jeopardy aired on September 11th, 1984. Yes, 17 years before the real 9 paired with the 11 happened. It was day 2 of Alex Trebek's run as Jeopardy host. His first day was 9/10/84.
The day before.
So Alex says
that was the day Charlie Kirk got assassinated. Isn't that fun?
Final Jeopardy answer today is the calendar. Well, it converts to, is anybody surprised? The topic is the calendar. It converts exactly to 91. At one point when the camera pans down, I guess before the contestant on the left that has the $1,100 gives his, I want to say answer, but you have to say question. I noticed. You see the red in the back. What is that? How do you read the first red? Of course, it says Jeopardy, but how do you read the red on the left? Doesn't it look like a 9 to you? Yeah. And then behind on his right shoulder, I see a 1, and then on his left hand, I see a 1. Matt, this is a stretch. You're a lunatic. Okay. I don't think it is. We've noticed this sort of thing so many
as if we didn't. Yeah,
it's
people.
The secret society.
Like I said, as we've talked about plenty of times, the Charlie Sheen, what's it called? A Captain Kirk event. Cake in a Lake. The day before 9/11. People forgot about that. People forgot it was the day before 9/11.
Camera to pan over so that potentially it looks like a 9 and
fucking
a 1.
Memory hold,
Reality sees to this. We'll talk about it on the back end.
This video is crazy.
I didn't notice this initially.
I didn't expect to. I didn't expect this video to get this wild.
But after I'd scrolled through all the comments, and there weren't that many, considering it has 40,000 views, I went up considering maybe I'd leave a comment myself, which I didn't, but there were 191 comments, of course. Now, if I would have said sort by newest, it might have gone up, because this video, of course, is going somewhat viral.
Yeah, I bet it is.
700 subscribers, and just think about this aspect. A channel with 700 subscribers posts some old Jeopardy question from 1984. The second episode obscure. Nobody should care about it. But per what Google is doing and YouTube, it's getting 40,000 views. It's showing it to everybody. That's how it popped up before Jeff. Why would a channel with 700 subscribers that just posts an old Final Jeopardy question from an old video game, from an old game show,
Video game.
why would anybody care? Why it should have 4 or 5 views. 4 days it has 40,000 views, and I'm sure I don't know what it is. I'm sure it'll continue to go viral, somewhat viral, because it's being pushed. Why is it being pushed? Because of the numbers, of course. And it just happened. It just so happened. These synchronicities happen to us more than maybe other types. Of course, when I went to comment, there was 191. Give me a fake world. Give me a break. This world's a joke. So here's the big one. When Alex realizes they had all bet it all, leaving them all with 0, so nobody will come back as returning champion. Again, whoever was up, if he would have just risked all but $1, he would have had the opportunity to come back the next day as returning champion. It just all doesn't make sense. Of course, he goes, oh, I forget exactly what happened, but the right hand goes right over the right eye. It's not in passing. Matt, you screenshotted this at the right time. No, the hand goes right over the right eye. I didn't just time it exactly as his hand passed in front like the trolls probably do to me as I wave my hands around in front of the camera when I'm making a presentation. It goes in front of my right eye for a millisecond. He puts the right hand over the right eye. Oh, Matt, we knew Alec was a 30-something degree. No, that's not how the reality works in this case and in many cases. Nobody got no calls from the Men in Black. He didn't have a lodge meeting the night before. This is how reality presents the symptoms of what it truly is. Wake up first.
See, Malin greater than Zelda by a lot. Yeah, I agree. Malin what's it called? The trad wife.
Great you.
I'm just gonna leave it.
He's a 30-thing.
Jesus. I'm just gonna leave the Malin mod on. Fuck it. Don't matter too much.
Oh my god. I thought this was a good comment under the video. There's a good reason for the title 2001: A Space Odyssey. Of course, need to get to 2001 to start the next century, or in this case, next millennium. So again, the answer was wrong. It's not January 1, 1900. The answer the Jeopardy contestants should have given. Oh, sorry, the question. Oh, that reversal thing. There's something so esoteric, occulted, creepy about it. They should have given the question, what is January 1st, 1901? But they're all really smart. They're all on Jeopardy, and they all took the bait thinking that would be as easy as a second grade question. Doesn't make any sense. None of this. Well, it all makes sense if you just cry out fake world and you go get yourself a cheeseburger or something. That's the only way it makes sense. But these conspiracy people keep diving into their topics. Oh, how could this architecture be built? You just yell fake world and go get yourself a chicken sandwich. That's it. We're done. So in summary, we have the creepy gematria trifecta. We have 1984, not coded, just in your face. We have the 9 paired with the all over the place. We have even the 33, the initial start date for the first Jeopardy, where Alex Trebek wasn't the host. Then we have 11 years from when it went off the air to when it came back. No, it was 11 years in the first run. Okay, it wasn't 11 years from when it came back. 11 years in the first run. Then the second episode is September 11th, 1984, that codes the you-know-what, plus the Big Brother, and then every single contestant has to lay out the 9
the handwriting with
the Elven, all go to 0, all be flushed. This is, and then September 11th, 1984.
Oh yeah, what did you say what you meant by the smartphones ruined handwriting? What did you mean by that? I think if you'd said something, I may have gotten Thanos snapped.
Or that codes the you-know-what, plus the Big Brother, and then every single contestant has to lay out the 9 paired with the Elven, all go to 0, all be flushed. This is, I guess if, my friend Tony stumbled upon this, or one of my family members watching my videos without...
Let's see, their handwriting is atrocious, is what I said, but apparently it's too naughty for YouTube. Oh, I gotcha. Handwriting is atrocious. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty bad. Discord. I see it now.
Telling me this would to them seem crazy. To us, it's overwhelming. It just cries out, fake world, get a chicken sandwich, you poor devils. This would be stretching. It would be, I guess, the stuff of lunacy to my friends and family stumbling upon this. To us, it's like, what more do you need to see? Well, Matt, what's causing this? Did they have lodge meetings, or did they? Let me pause.
It's pretty goofy that the word atrocious is censored.
And I don't. What's the point anymore? It just all you have to know is fake
almost
world.
11. Goddamn.
Fake world chicken sandwich. Fake world chicken sandwich. That's all you need to know. We don't need no more. We need to figure it out. We need to try to get in the back door of an Eyes Wide Shut party.
Oh, yeah, the running man. Let me find him.
They are role players here. These creeps. Now, this isn't related to the episode of Jeopardy that we're currently looking at, of course, but this stuff pops up all the time. And I think it pops up in front of me constantly.
I saw him a while ago. Where'd he go?
It's like drawn to Jeff. We'll get to that in just a moment. But this is relatively new to me. It just, every day this stuff pops up. How many times can the 9 be paired with the Elven? Federation of Australia start date. Maybe that's why they locked them down so bad during the Seed of Emi of 2020. January 1, 1901. It's not commensurate with a normal reality, the number of times these numbers pop up, especially the 33, in terms of all the different things we look at. Again, Jeff is like, what's that fable? The Pied Piper. He led the rats out of the sewers. Jeff's like the Pied Piper when it comes to this stuff. They're like the rats are the Gamatra. The 33s follow him around like rats. The 9 paired with the Elven follows him around like rats. And me too. And I'm sure you. This is what happens, in my opinion, to real spiritual beings when they're seeing through the reality, seeing through the trick, and ready to take themselves and their higher self and Joel out of these material planes, out of these realities. It all breaks down to nonsense. For the people in the ship of fools, it's all normal, and they just order another drink from Isaac. Let me go over here to NASA.gov for just a minute to show you what you're really interested in. I avoided NASA.com, owned by that second grader in Beijing. NASA.gov shows us that 7 hours ago there was an update. The Artemis 2 flight, day 6. Crew wraps up historic lunar flyby. Now, you guys know I don't make many videos on Monday, but I couldn't have possibly have made a video yesterday. I didn't get out of my bed. I was crying I wasn't sad, tears of joy, just considering and thinking about all the amazing things the United States has been able to accomplish in space. Cried in my bed all day yesterday. It was one of the best days of my life because it was a historic lunar flyby. Why was it historic, Matt? Didn't they do that shit in 1969 when they said they flew about 15 feet they flew about 15 or 20 feet farther away from the Earth than a Buzz Cauldron was and Neil Armstrong. Matt, but how do you talk about it as real?
I think I sort of figured out the AI censoring. It tries to censor based on context of what you said and what words were strung together. So like say atrocious is fine, but since I had a there and there as well, it wants to prevent me from insulting a person. Oh, I see. I thought it was just because it's the word atrocity. You know. That's weird, dude. The like nanny state bullshit.
And cake in the lake at the same time. Is it real or cake? We know it's cake, but sometimes just to make fun of it properly, you have to talk about it as if it's real. So back to today's main topic. For those of you at home
I saw him running a while ago
using your fake reality, fake world home edition board game, how many slashes did you put on your piece of paper every time the 9 was paired with the Elven? Remember, the date the episode aired was September 11th, 1984. So you have to record that. Remember, did you get them all? Did you get them all?
Kirk, are you reading this shit? Didn't you say that, weren't you making a joke that the rabbits were extinct where you're from? I took the bunny hood off because I wanted to know what he said when you don't have it on. Because I actually wasn't aware of this. Oh my god. The rabbits are extinct in Hyrule, dude. I want to become a rabbit, listen to the wind with those ears, hop across the ground with those legs. What the fuck? Even if I can only pretend. You'll be a trans rabbit from now on. You can hear the voices. Oh, he's one of us. Oh, these are genuine rabbit ears from the animal of legend. Oh my god. Okay. What the fuck ever. Oh, I didn't get the Giant's wallet. Oh well. Don't really fucking care. Money's retarded easy to make in this game anyway. What the hell, man? Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, man, I just woke up from a nap, and something about the reality just breaks when after I wake up from a nap. I'm dead. I did not plan that, I promise you. I had no idea he would say that. I was like, let me take the rabbit ears off because, I want to know what he says when you don't have them. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck's up with this? I can't hear it, so it's throwing me off.
Remember the calendar, which was the final Jeopardy category. Codes to 91. That counts. You have to get them all, just like my cousin Vinny. How many bushes and trees? How many bushes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cutscene got skipped.
Bushes.
Whoops.
No, you forgot that one.
Forgot
6
about that.
bushes. Don't forget all of. You have to every time the 9 tries in any way to get close to the Elven. You have to record it.
You've seen it before. Don't matter.
Home. Your fake reality, fake world board game. And
I forgot about that
cutscene. You can't show
cutscene.
this sort of thing to anybody that doesn't see the world the way we see it. You can't show it to your spouse or your best friend or your bus driver. I mean, they'll just become the palace
Zelda throws the ocarina into the what's it called, the moat. So
guard.
I've shown it before,
Then
so it's
reality.
whatever.
Call us names. Call us conspiracy theory.
Here, let's watch this. I guess disaster stream. He's doing that on purpose, I think. Elven. He said Elven. Why is he saying Elven? Is he doing that on purpose? They got pointy ears. I mean, the Hyruleans were technically elves, aren't they? Dirty knife ears. Oops. Bang. The L even. Got elf boy here on 9 L even. Elven. No, I'm fucking it up. Elven. L even.
The way we see it. You can't show it to your spouse or your best friend or your bus driver. I mean, they'll just become the palace guard. Defend reality.
Yep.
Call us names. Call us conspiracy theorists. Make excuses.
Well, Matt, what are they supposed to do? Not air an episode in 1984 on September 11th? Just skip the date, knowing what would be coming 17 years later? What are you people saying? You people are out to lunch, you conspiracy people. Oh, gee, the final Jeopardy question has a 1 and a 9. Oh, stop the presses, stop the world. It's no point. There's no point. There's no point in trying to show this to anybody. But you'd plead with them. You say, well, okay, there's 6 or 7 major things here. And Alex Trebek's not allowed to scratch his eye.
You people are out to lunch, but we've been looking at these numbers now for 15 years. It's not just the Jeopardy, it's all over the place. Will you sit down with me for 20 hours straight so I can show you everything we've uncovered? Of course not. Don't bother, guys. For us, I love this sort of thing. Absolutely love it. It'll make my day. It'll make my week. I love the fake world examples. The faker this world gets. Don't really like the way it's put, but the more real you get.
This is really mind-fucking me,
folks.
honestly.
If you want to fake your
Oh,
mission,
there it is again.
you want to present some bogus
analemma.
bullshit to your boss or to the people down the street
anal
or whatever,
llama.
and there's nothing behind it, everything is really an insult to our intelligence, you create some sophisticated charts and graphs and posters. You put your sophisticated and complicated charts and graphs and posters. You show all these numbers. Look at the Earth there. Look at the Earth there. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1 says liftoff from Cape Canaveral. This poster is so sophisticated, it has to be real. And here's another one, folks. These sophisticated and complicated
love their
posters are all over the place. Somebody raised their hand in one of the smoking rooms about 4 years ago and said, how are we going to pass this off? I think the people might be able to see through this. And they said, sophisticated charts and graphs and posters. No one will read any of the words or the talking points or the bullet points in the posters. But the posters look so legitimate that deep down their subconscious, unconscious say, this mission's got to be real. Or why would they be creating such beautiful posters? So back to the main topic, this particular episode of Jeopardy, to close this video out.
Do I believe that Alex is associated with Crowley's OTO's secret? He's the great-grandson of Crowley or something? He's a high-level priest in the Golden Dawn or the Club of Rome or...
No.
I don't believe. Oh, Matt, we know on good authority that Alex is associated with this. I don't care. I don't care if he's goes with Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone to the Moose Lodge. I don't care. I don't think reality works that way. I don't think he had the lodge meeting the night before, got a call from the Men in Black. You're going to do this on tomorrow's episode. Why? Don't ask questions. Just do it. I don't think so. Of course, now we could have some gigantic back-end discussion on retrocausality. And this episode, it aired on September 11th, 1984, wasn't like this at all. But there were retrocausal forces that happened because of the big day in September in 2001, and because there were 4 billion people paying attention to that day and associating that, and over again, those numbers together. It rippled back through time and changed the past. Is that possible? Sure it is. The future or the past, time isn't linear. It's just a trick of being in the body in this reality. But you know what? I say, who cares? I don't feel like having some gigantic retrocausality discussion. Did it really happen this way in 1984 on September? Did it or did it not? Is it a retrocausality? Is it a change? Did it ripple back through the past? I care not much more these days, but just to notice fake world. This is an absolute joke. And Joel, my higher self, you lazy son of a beach, get us the F out of here. We're done with these realities.
Well, how's it for that? Oh yeah, this is one of the Sheik stones, or the Sheikah stones. Tells you about the Gerudo. Yeah. The Gerudo sometimes come to Hyrule Castle to look for boyfriends. Yeah, you gotta have the mask on to talk to those. Whoops. I do that almost every time. Give me the bunny hood. Where am I at? 172. My microphone's blocking the rupee counter there. Okay. Guess I'll listen to his free voice. Are we done with the download yet? Oh, we are. Sweet. Probably won't play for very long though, it's almost 11. I'm missing 2 hearts, but I'm not sure which ones. So the Gerudo just abort all male children? No, they can't have male children for some reason. So they have to mate with other races. Particularly the Hyrulean men. It's every man's fantasy, huh? So anytime they have a male born, that becomes their new king, which was Ganondorf. So basically, every male that gets born into the Gerudo becomes Ganondorf, essentially. Kind of goofy. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, get the Giant's wallet. Yeah, it is weird. Oh right, let me watch this on Odyssey instead.
Hey guys, it's Matt. Welcome back to freevoice.io. No images in this one. It's something I'm just going to have to talk you through. I haven't done an annual recap of what, quote, they did to us in 2020 through 2021. But you know that stupid old slogan associated with 9/11? Never forget, never forget, never forget, stay safe. We're going to recap all the bullshit here because you know what? As much as I want to forget, I feel it's almost like my duty, I don't know, for the next generation to remember what they pulled. Somehow, as quickly as it came, it went away. We thought most of these restrictions, many of us thought most of these restrictions were
yeah, I was supposed to get the Giant's wallet before I get the bunny hood so I can fill up the wallet, but oh well.
Massive reality.
Like I said, it don't really matter that much.
It is not possible in a real world what, quote, they pulled off. We're going to talk about it like they did it. The secret societies and the men in black, and that's the way we're going to have to talk about it. Although, I think reality itself could be to blame, but I don't think the purpose here is to get into that type of a conversation. So it's appropriate to do this now because it was basically 6 years ago to this very week when the world was in the height of the COVID or coronavirus lockdown. For the purposes of this presentation, I'm just going to call it CV. I'd like to dedicate.
I want to make sure that I got this heart piece. I tend to miss it.
High school students, and at the time, junior high school students,
Did I not
young
plant
men,
that?
women, or
What
your
the fuck?
pronoun of choice, whose lives,
I
at
didn't
least
plant
one of
the
the most
bug
important
over here.
and
I mean
precious
the
years
seed.
of the young life was destroyed
Oops.
and ruined by these creeps, these assholes. We're going to get angry a little bit during this presentation.
Okay, so I got
we
the
are
bug.
not going to hold our anger.
I just didn't
We're
plant the
turn
bean.
that frown upside down. This is not the way to go about it, to get more and more upset.
Got to eat the
Those
bugs. Okay, I
poor
got that heart.
seniors in high school who had their final senior year destroyed by what they
Yeah.
brought to the world.
All
We're
the
gonna get a little
scholarships,
angry
too.
from time to time, but we're quickly going to come out of it. Nevertheless, I dedicate this presentation to those high school seniors at the time and college seniors who were looking forward to one of the most special years of their lives, and they had it destroyed by these creeps who said, "You need to stay inside. Social distancing, you son of a bitch. It's lockdown. Nobody goes out. Nobody goes to the convenience store. You're going to get fined. Oh, no classes. Oh, you work from home. You study from home, you poor devils."
Man, the way
Had it destroyed, and we're going to get a little angry.
you know what gets to me about that is that how gleefully everybody enforced it and just repeated the scripts and like parrots, like repeated the narratives. I mean, they do that anyways, but back then in particular, it was really fucking disgusting the way everybody just parroted back the script, like, what the hell, man? That was the sickest part to me.
And we're going to harbor that resentment, but not for very
I never enforced the mask thing, even though I was told to when I worked overnight. During the peak, like April, April, when did it, April 2020. When did it officially start? You've told me the date several times and I can't remember. March, what was it? Oh fuck, you're gonna have to tell me because I can't remember. But it was like, during April when it was like peak COVID, right? I was told by my management to enforce the mask thing. I never enforced it. Never, ever, ever. I never once told anybody to put on their mask because that was so wicked and nasty and evil. What was going on during that time, and what's going on now too, because we're feeling kind of the ramifications of that. The ramifications of that still. What was it? The official day that COVID started during March. I can't remember.
very long because that's what it wants from us. But these creeps really fucked over the young people, didn't they? About 6 years ago to this very week, they made the term social distancing the most popular term in the world, and they did it in under 2 weeks. That's not possible in a real world,
I keep
folks.
breaking
No
that.
matter how much you want to blame the dark groups and the secret societies, there's supernatural elements taking place. Reality gave itself away times a million during CV COVID, much more than it did during 9/11/2001. So we're going to start with the timeline. What happened and when? When did they impose different aspects of the CV coronavirus act and the play on us, including the lockdowns, which started about 6 years ago today? And we're going to go right up to the moment they started
That's the
rolling out
woods,
the
George
Pfizer and
River system.
Moderna. I want to say action vaccination, but I don't have to say that here. I can say vaccination. And when the vaccination came in 2021, you and I may remember there was a German magazine that actually positioned the vaccination as Jesus in the manger. I'm not in any way joking. It was a manger scene of sorts, and Jesus in the manger as a baby was holding a vial that you stick a needle into. I'm not joking. They positioned it as literally a Lord and Savior. And that's what it was to the people,
Yeah, I gotta buy
except
the
you and me.
beans.
So I believe it was about January 2020. We started
Am I
to
missing
hear
a song?
rumors and news, and there was talk of, it was called coronavirus at the time. There was no talk of COVID whatsoever.
The Song of Storms.
COVID-19.
What am I
And
missing?
there was a major flu, coronavirus, hitting the Far East,
Oh,
hitting China.
Epona.
And they were going into
That's right.
lockdown, and cities were closing up in the Far East, and there was talk, could it come to North America? Could it come to the United States? And then the Wuhan, remember? The Wuhan got brought into the act of the play. And all these rumors and conspiracy started up about, well, what happened in Wuhan to initiate this coronavirus that's spreading around the world? And then we pushed into February, and it was spreading out. And we thought, oh, no, it's coming to... we didn't think that, but your neighbor thought, oh, no, it's coming to North America. So remember, it started in China. And remember the Wuhan aspect. And they were doing biotests and military
311.
biotesting.
Sorry, man, my
single conspiracy
froze.
in the world, all of
Here we
which
go.
was bullshit, was thrown out to
My bad, I wasn't ignoring you.
this coronavirus
My
thing
fucking chat
as it
froze.
slowly creeped toward the
Let's let me
United
get caught up
States.
here.
Now we're into about
Force
February
interracial relationships. Yep.
2020. And one day
Chicken need to look way different
and
with
it was
that dress.
inevitable to your
She's got a
family, friends, and
different
neighbors that the
let me
coronavirus-
pause. She's got a different hair color to a Majora's Mask. She looks totally different in Majora's Mask. March 11th, that's it. Yeah, sorry man, my chat froze up. Weird.
would surely make its way to. Remember, it started in.
I had to look at my phone
Remember the
to figure that out.
aspect, and they were doing biotests and military biotests.
Yeah, 311.
Every single conspiracy in the world, all of which was bullshit, was thrown out to surround this coronavirus thing.
It's like out of the
as
hearts
it
here.
slowly creeped toward the United States. Now we're into about February of 2020. And one day we turned on the news, and it was inevitable to your family, friends, and neighbors that the coronavirus would surely make its way to
I don't know
the
if that
shores
was
of the United States.
what's it called, OBS shenanigans, or I really just ought to have the chat popped out the way I've had it before. YouTube doing all it can to obfuscate. Yeah, I don't know if that was OBS glitching out or what.
States and Canada, and good people in government, good people that care about you, decided to get ahead of the virus, and they put their cities into states of emergency.
Yeah, I believe it.
The first one, if I can remember correctly, was San Francisco, and I think it was sometime in February, went into a state of
Hey, frogs.
emergency, and we all went, what? How many cases do they have? None. So, what? You put your city, your they, them city into a state of emergency, and there's not one case? See, all of it started to be, the lockdowns and all this stuff started before there really were any documented cases. That would get the conspiracy person, but they're just lunatics. That would get the conspiracy person to believe that somehow this is all some sort of global orchestration. But you'd have to be one of those people to think it was that. And now it was early March, and your family, friends, and neighbors saw there were thousands of coronavirus cases popping up all over the United States and Canada. And there were scary 60 Minutes news stories where experts from Harvard, they said, I predict 1 in 2 people in the world will get the coronavirus. They predicted hundreds and hundreds of millions, and then billions would eventually get it. And they spread to 2 people, and then they spread to 2 people, and so on, and so on. Your family, friends, and neighbors said, oh no, oh shit. What are we going to do? And the conspiracy people said, well, wait a second. Well, it seems just like the flu. We had a flu last year, right? We had a flu before that. Well, why is the world doing this? There's no real indication it's really that much different than a flu. And everybody else other than conspiracy people went, oh, shit. Oh, no. And then the dreaded lockdown started. No more going to school. No more going into the office. Work at home.
No more
Some
teachers, no more
states
books.
were even more punitive, saying nobody goes out of the house unless it's an emergency or to get milk and bread. Many states said it was illegal to cross the border, which they told us our whole lives, that's illegal. This isn't Russia. You can cross borders in the United States. But all those things they told us we had, like the Constitution and rights and shit, they said, oh, that doesn't apply now.
slap in the
There's a
face.
fucking flu out there, you sons of bitches. Well, Constitution? You can't drive across the border from Pennsylvania to Delaware. We're suspending it. You only get that when times are good, you poor devils. So March and April of 2020, the people stayed at home. and you remember your neighbor growing that beard, and you remember another neighbor growing long hair. Remember, nobody could go and get their hair cut, and the other neighbor down the hall looked greasy. She usually had nice curls because she go to salon once a week. Nobody goes in there, and the nails got long and ragged, and the cuticles weren't cut. Everybody started to look a little strange because nobody could go to the barber, but the showers at least still worked in the houses. And this lockdown, no, you couldn't go out anywhere, but the Walmarts were still open because that was emergency services. And Matt, if you present it like this, I'm going to tune out because I can't take this.
I was considered an essential worker or whatever the fuck. Milk and bread. Milk and bread. I'm gonna get in the habit of refreshing the chat every time I look at it.
The Walmarts were still open. The Targets,
incrementally wasting my time,
were still open,
as the reality does.
Supply you with your emergency needs.
Let me go get a Pona
To
song.
this day, I get on my knees and thank the Lord that the large corporations.
I guess I'll install
during the early days
or set up
2020.
Oblivion in a minute
I have a
and
little
play it for
shrine
like
in my
a little while.
backyard to Target and
Probably get through the tutorial and that's
Early
it.
In April, Greg called me with this prophetic dream. He said, I had a dream last night where the wizard from Ready Player One came before me. And here's exactly what he said, Matt. Let's write it down so we never forget. He said, they wanted to break the spring. The spring has been broken. The fools of April will abide by the new Matrix. And it was Anorak, the wizard from Ready Player One, which Greg didn't realize, spelled Corona backwards if you sound it out. Anorak backwards is Corona. Remember, early on, spring break, and the schools that started to have spring break early in March was blamed as super spreader events. I'm going to bring a lot of words back that you had hoped you forgot.
Yeah, the Anorak is a wizard.
Super spreader events. Those kids came to Florida, and you know what they do. And that was and then they went back to their hoods, and they went back to their campuses, and then they super spreaded everything. They wanted to break the spring. They did break the spring because we're all locked down. The spring has been broken. Spring break. It's also a double meaning in Greek.
Yeah, spring break.
The fools of April, April Fool's Day, will abide by the new Matrix, will abide by the new May tricks. I said, Greg, you must have made this up. He says, this wizard came to me in the dream. The entire poem has a double meaning. And he says, I didn't even realize the wizard was Corona spelled backwards. So I said to my friend Greg, you don't have to write it down. I'll write it down and remember it and tell the people on my YouTube channel at least once a year so we never forget. And you know I love examples that highlight the false reality and the false
clone of my own.
Greg, what you just told me is one of the greatest
Who wore it better?
of all time, that this is a false world. I love those type
the
of
pedo
examples.
owl.
I get off on them. Continuing to talk about this part of the timeline, this spring of
Epona.
2020. Many of you didn't think I was going to forget to talk about the most horrible and horrific aspect of the whole coronavirus thing, as many of you would rank the most horrible aspects, the masks. Did you think I was going to forget to talk about the masks?
Gee, Billy, how come you get two waifus?
The Western world into a face mask, face covering. Everybody had a different name for it. The face diaper. They put the entire Western world into a mask in about 5 to 6 weeks. No real world could do that, folks.
They can leave the
most of the third world, most of Mexico City and Latin America,
where's it going?
Many parts of Africa. And
hold up, what's it doing? I've never seen the horses act like this. Oh my god, it's glitching out. Reality breakdown. Dude, they what's it called? They left the Matrix. It's become self-aware. What the fuck? I've never seen a horse do that before. What's happening? Oof. Imagine marrying identical twins. That would be interesting. Yeah. You know, society never allow it because polygamy. Polygamy. Who would want that? Jesus. Who the fuck would want two wives at the same time?
Middle East, just a few weeks later, went into the mask or face covering. This, to me, was a gigantic
How come mom lets you have two wives?
What I saw regarding an entire world.
You go do the other frog.
N95, you got your N95. Are you? But Walmart allowed people to just come in with bandanas or socks taped over there. The inconsistency.
2 children to take care of you.
I'll remember to talk about that, but let's just stick to where
Unless they were child wives.
On these N95 masks throughout the entire world.
You had them away from modern feminism, modern female society.
4 weeks in a row. So I'll do it briefly here. Right about the end of March, early April, I guess middle March, let's say, I went into the Wawa.
Identical twins, identical twin child wives.
no mask.
In the Appalachian
And,
Mountains.
You know, maybe half the Wawa was in a mask. And went back the next week. I would go on the weekends to get little breakfast sandwiches. And I
Good
would
luck
go
with
on
that,
those
yeah.
On the weekend. All the Wawas were still open. The Walmarts were still open. There was, most
Yeah,
places
Appalachian girls are
closed.
fucked too.
Rocco's Pizza was closed. So I was going every Saturday morning.
Covered in
Sunday morning.
tattoos, listening
First
to
time I
Eminem.
went, half the store was in masks in terms of the customers. All the employees.
Guess we still have the Amish.
Working on the big plexiglass covers to cover the cash registers and all that stuff that we had to put up with. The second week, I would say 80% of
This
the
must be why
customers
incest
were in
happens, yeah, I
masks.
think so
This
too.
was 2 weeks in. The third week, almost 100% of the customers, and these Wawas in the morning, people from Philadelphia will tell you they get busy. You know,
think that was it.
even it wasn't a ghost town. I mean, Wawa was one of the few things open. About 85 to 90% were in masks, and by the fourth week going back,
Yeah,
it
the
was
missing the
100%. I went in
what's it
with
called?
no mask, and the
Song of
manager
Storms.
immediately came over to throw me out, to say I'm not. No one's allowed in this store without a face covering. I had to get shop, went back, and put on the face covering, and went back in. Point is not to have a big debate that Matt, you're a turncoat. You eventually put on the face. I'm considered a turncoat to many, not many, but there's a segment of the truth
turncoat.
community that left.
What kind of faggot would say a word like that?
Because I didn't want to fight with every single manager in every single store when I went in to get milk and eggs. I'm a turncoat. I'm not a real truther. Many people left me. I mean, what a weird frame of mind. It would be in my best interest to have a fight with every single manager, like many of you did. What's the point? It's a tidal wave coming from not milk. You gonna stop it having a little fight with the manager every time you get milk and eggs? But this is pointless. I'm not gonna have a fight every time I go into a store. I'm not wearing the mask. It's ridiculous. Those that force that. Okay, what are you going to stop the
Pretty sure I
not
got this
tidal wave coming in by wading
bug
out into the ocean with a
Scatella,
4x8 sheet
but
of
I'm gonna
plywood?
check anyway.
That said, this is okay.
Oops.
I want to get my milk and eggs. I'm going to
No.
put the mask on.
Damn it.
I lose people. I'm a turncoat. Then I'm a turncoat.
Fuck that up.
Fighting a tidal wave 80,000 miles high is pointless. There's other places to spend our energy. And there's one
Yeah.
more thing to mention along these lines, because I saw about 1,000 comments.
Well, Matt, I live in Blower, Idaho, and I never had to wear a mask, and I live here and there, and I never had a problem. I just continue to...
Okay, let's do it one more time. You don't live in California or the
Oh,
Northeast
let me go check.
or in these liberal bastions. It's a lot different
section.
in West
Okay.
Texas. Don't tell me
I didn't have to put the mask on, Matt. I stuck it out.
Don't tell me that if you lived
got
in
that one.
Idaho or you lived in Nebraska or West Texas. You weren't in the Northeast. You weren't in the progressive liberal hellholes where I am. It's a different place, okay? Trust me on this. You would
Did
have
I
been
do
to,
this?
I would have never done it.
It does. That's wonderful if you were able to do what you did where you lived. That's not where I lived. Do you understand? There's a difference between certain regions of the United States. Do you think certain parts of
doing.
outside Lincoln, Nebraska is the same as certain districts in
sure.
San Francisco? They all the same? No. Sorry. So where are we on the timeline? We're still in the spring, say April,
Okay, I did
going
it.
into
Yeah, I
May
did this already.
of 2020.
Oh, fuck.
And all the national parks closed.
I'm not trying to
They
duplicate
actually
money, I
started
promise
to
you.
close and shut down the beaches, and they filled in the
Here we go.
skateboard parks with sand. And
I'm
then
done with
got
money.
into what I call the sinister list.
Like, I'm done with rupees. Rupees are useless from here on out. Let's keep going.
I have the sinister list in front of me. Like only one person a week's allowed to go see Granny, and you just knock on Granny's window and, oh, Granny, we can't go. Granny, we're outside. We can't come in and see you. I have
Whoops.
the sinister list
The wrong way.
in front of me. But to me, it started with the closing of national parks and beaches. This proves there's an evil here. It gave itself away times a million. It said, well, shit, Valley Forge Park up here. I don't know. I have no idea. 40,000 acres? It's big. It's real big.
Oh, I got that one. Okay.
Isn't that where we should be
Cunt.
to get healthy? I'm at 40,000 acres, 70,000 acres. I'm not going to rub elbows with nobody. I'm not going to bump into nobody.
I know
It's
what it is.
gigantic. Isn't that where you want us to be? No, it's all
The freaking,
closed. And you could be
Kakariko
fined
village.
and arrested if you go on the beach and breathe that beautiful air. This is where the evil showed its underbelly. We noticed as usual. Nobody else did. They're going to err on the side of staying safe, man. Oh my God. Here are 3 real
There we go.
documented accounts from what I call the sinister list and my own personal documentation. One person said,
Yeah.
they're not letting family members be with loved ones
In case you
when
didn't
they pass
know,
away.
The bunny hood actually prevents the skeletons from spawning.
Letting them die without someone to hold their
Turn it
hand
off.
or kiss their forehead
Where you at?
and say goodbye. My mom was dying of lung cancer.
There we go.
We were told no visitors. No visitors! Only in her last hours did they let one of us in. My sister was with her, and I was in the parking lot. Account number 2. My grandma died by herself in a nursing home.
Oh,
All our
whatever.
family could do was wave through the window. Number 3. My great-grandma just turned 99. My family had to visit her at her window. We couldn't go into the
I
building.
mean,
She's old and
it's fucked up, but at the same time, fuck you, evil grandma. So Rudy, you just mean, just hate women. No. Evil grandma, perpetuator, you know. What's it called? Perpetuating, just not milk minion, palace guard. Suck my dick. That's just mean. You can't say that about women.
scared and confused, and was literally just moved into a home after living on her own up to age 98. She could die any day, and we won't be allowed to actually see her unless it's standing outside
Brought it on
her
themselves.
room window. Without a
For
doubt,
being the
what
palace
they did
guard.
at the nursing homes during COVID is number 1 on my sinister list. Number 2, the closing of beaches, closing of parks, trails, and fishing ponds. When asked, the people in authority said all of this was done to avoid crowds. Really? Crowds on New Jersey and Delaware beaches
Yeah.
in March and early
say-
April with about
can't say mean
45
things
to
about
50
old women
degrees
specifically,
outside
or
and say windy,
especially.
so your wind chills like in the 30s. On the best of days, you'll find like a few people each mile,
that
maybe
one.
one person walking a dog. But if you go on those beaches or go in those parks, at the best
knew I was
case,
missing this
fined,
one.
and worst case,
Not
arrested.
that I need it.
And I think Australia was the worst
useful.
in terms of these sorts of offenses.
Let me make
I
sure
hope I
I got
remember
the-
to talk about it later.
Yeah.
Along the same lines,
Oh.
here on our sinister list, all playgrounds were chained
Oh my
off.
God,
You
please.
remember that? With the swings removed,
I
the
didn't get the
basketball courts
scatilla.
with an object covering the hoop. Why did they do this to
Wow.
tennis courts as well? Standing 50 feet apart from the person you're playing tennis against is not good enough? They said it was just supposed to be 6 feet. If they really cared, isn't sunshine and getting outside and fresh air the very best thing for us? California's skate parks were dumped with sand. A mother was arrested in Idaho for swinging her daughter on a swing set. Here's a personal account. Quote, in Germany, government workers spent all day removing the sand from the child's
Oh, right.
sandbox. Jets
Oh, yeah, you
outside
talked
of
about
our
this.
house. Another personal account. I was kicked off a river
Forgot
by
about all
police
this,
in the
man.
UK
So
for
evil.
canoeing with 2 children. Police in Buxton, Derbyshire put black dye in the Blue Lagoon, a popular tourist
What?
attraction, to make it less appealing. Here's another personal account.
Really?
Where I live in Malibu on Zuma Beach, the Coast Guard helicopter was just blaring its loudspeaker, and it said, "This beach is closed due to the coronavirus." The beach is completely
God.
blocked off with barricades. Only Barbara Streisand is happy about this. Next on our sinister list,
That's a funny
threatening
joke.
to stop cars in the United
That's a
States
funny
with
joke.
out-of-state plates for crossing U.S.
better,
state
right?
borders, then threatening them with imprisonment for quarantine
Really?
to keep everybody safe. You're not really going to
I
prison.
took fall
it's
damage from that.
quarantine. We can reestablish those Japanese internment camps. Many threatening directives from cyborg governors blasted over the airways in April of 2020 about don't cross state borders. New Yorkers were threatened they would be pulled over if they drove into Rhode Island. Pennsylvania residents, the same threats were given to them if they drove into Delaware to buy alcohol because the Pennsylvania liquor control system, which is state-run.
Let's see, the sinister list showed the download in full display, yeah. Fucking crazy, man. I forgot about all that. Memory hold, right? I'm grateful, really grateful for people like Matt. Well, you know, the people who send Matt stuff, really. But Matt is the voice, right? The voice of, like, we can use Matt to get, to make sure that people remember this kind of bullshit and what they did to us. Well, not that I identify with the collective, but you get what I'm saying. I'm missing 2 hearts. Look. I gotta use the bathroom. Then I'm gonna get into the Oblivion, or for a little bit at least. Back. Guess I'll set up the emulator stuff. Pretty sure I'm saved. Make sure. No, got caught. Got caught cheating. I was looking up where I'm missing those art pieces because I can't seem to remember. Let's see. The Sinister list showed the download in full display. Yeah, really. But those people were evil demons themselves as well. Download not even being factored in, right? Those people were just so download, like beyond the download, like gleefully, like little demons gleefully having authority over something, right? Let's take into account that they may be real people. Like they finally have control of something, right? And their fucking pathetic ass life, barely have control of their own lives, and here they are trying to tell others what to do. It's fucking sick, man. But that was like the perfect avenue, the perfect, can't think of the word, like, just the perfect thing in their stupid fucking lives, right? They get like 6 months to a year to be this authoritarian person. It's like, put on your mask. You're supposed to be in here with an N95 mask, or whatever the fuck, N94. The N911 mask. The N88. The N88 mask. Let's see. I got the one in the cow place or whatever. I'm pretty sure I got the one with the bomb in the Goron City. I know I got that one with Densfire. Oh my god, fucking Bomb Chew. Oh, the Bomb Chew bowling. Fuck me. But that's not too bad since I'm using hacks. And what else am I missing? I thought I did the one in Zora's Domain. Yeah, I know I did. So I'd fucked it up the first time. So I'm missing the bowling alley. Am I missing Death Mountain Crater? I might. Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. COVID was the best years of their lives. Yep. Yeah, really. And to be honest, though, I have a weird nostalgia for that era because for like 2 months, the overnight, the third shift was closed. We closed the store. They let us close the store. So the whole month of April and like half the month of May or half of May, the overnight shift was just no customers, just me and the cashier, you know, doing our thing. It was so good, man. That's like the best time I've ever had. Like, I want a job where I just do that. Like, if I could find an overnight job, maybe, I don't know. I don't think Walmart would pay me enough, but Jesus. I don't think Walmart would pay me enough to work there, but if I could work an overnight shift, stocking shelves, and I get the same amount of pay I do now, I'd fucking do it, man. In a heartbeat. Just stocking shelves, you know, being in my own little world for 9 hours. 9 to 10 hours. Some aspects of COVID were nice for sure. Oh yeah, like the empty roads were another one. Going to stores and they would be damn near empty. All you had to do was put on a mask and wow, put on a mask and store's empty. Sounds good to me. Kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I know I got the fish. So I think I'm missing. I know I'm missing the bomb chew bowling mini game and I might be missing Death Mountain Crater, but I don't think so. Fuck, man. I know I got the Gerudo Valley. That was the last thing I did in the last stream. I got the Scatella there. I didn't plant the seed because I don't need to. So I'm gonna have an extra bean. And I think I got the heart piece in that stream. Pretty fucking sure I did. The beauty about that is that I can actually check. Let's see here. Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's see. Hey, it's me. Let me see if I saved. Because maybe I got the heart, but I didn't save it. That would be pretty funny, actually. Yeah, I definitely got it. Let's see, but even we realized how demonic the entire thing was overall. Yeah. It was pretty good for introverts like us. Yeah, it really was. So I may have not saved the game when I got that Scatella and that heart piece. Wouldn't that be about a bitch? I think I just ended the stream. Huh. Okay. I might be missing that heart piece then. And if I'm missing that heart piece, chances are I'm missing that Scatella too. That would be pretty funny if I didn't save the game. Oh, I did. I did save it. Let's see. Yeah, he needs to do one on chickens. Holy fuck, man. Okay, so I'm not missing that one. What the fuck? Anyway.
One was shut down in March. There were huge...
I'm gonna go to display only for now. What am I doing? Here we go.
Lines to get the last of the alcohol, and Pennsylvania announced the last day all these state alcohol stores would be open, and there were huge lines because you got to stock up on your shit because who knows how long this is going to last. Now this is beyond even the way the Soviet Union operated in Stalin in the 1950s.
So I can set up this emulator and stuff.
For the first time ever, a U.S. citizen was told they can't drive
and I don't want to advocate
and
piracy,
the people
you know?
obeyed this shit. It was
You wore a mask. Oh, come on, shut up.
Because I'm a good boy.
It was documented how a Massachusetts town won't turn water on to seasonal homes because you should.
It's going to take 10 minutes to unpack.
Residence.
What?
This is no longer the United States. We got a flu out there, you poor devils.
That don't seem right.
Next on our sinister list, the forced closing of churches, and actually following up with Gestapo-like tactics if the churches weren't shut down. In some cases, pastors were arrested for holding service.
Okay, I don't think it's going to take that
Church
long.
members listening into sermons in their cars were fined. Here's a real account, quote,
Let me refresh the
police
chat just in
fine
case.
church, this is a headline, I guess. Police fine churchgoer $500 each at a drive-in church service. There were 25 cars in the park.
A drive-through church service. Stop it. Oh my god. I'm dead.
For holding service. Church members listening into sermons in their cars
Oh
were
my
fined.
god.
Here's a real account, quote, police fine church, this is a headline, I guess. Police fine churchgoer $500 each at a drive-in church service. There were 25 cars in the parking lot. See, they don't normally go into parking lot. They were trying to stay safe. So in this example, it was a $500 fine.
I'm just
per
dying
car.
because of the
Next,
drive-through
people were filmed
drive-through
being
church
dragged
service.
off public transportation.
Hey, you know what? They can do a drive-in movie theater kind of thing with the church service. That'd be pretty badass, actually.
By police for not wearing a mask. See, there is a difference, as I point out earlier, state by state. See, West Virginia and Mississippi and Louisiana and New Mexico is not the same as the liberal hellholes like Connecticut and Massachusetts and Vermont and Pennsylvania and California and places like that. Now Oregon, of course, another newly crowned in the last 30 years liberal hellhole. So it's a major league differences state to state. This is probably somewhere around New York where the police drag people off public transportation. Next on our sinister list, these monsters that your neighbors call authority figures and politicians and governors and mayors. Remember what they did? They went out of their way to create an environment of snitching, of telling on your neighbors if they weren't staying safe. Do you remember this? Matt, I had forgotten all this. I don't want all this brought back. No, in this case, we have to remember this stuff. It's like our duty. That's the way I feel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Hundreds of these stories tell on somebody and snitch. One neighbor called the police because a man was walking his dog in an empty park, as he had done for 5 years every morning.
You know what? Fuck him. Fuck dog nutters.
The man luckily just received
I'm on their
a
side.
warning. The L.A. mayor actually stood at his
I'm on their
podium
side because it
and
follows
said,
my
quote,
agenda. Fuck you.
Snitches get rewards. You serve your master well for snitching, and you will be rewarded. The L.A. mayor, snitches get rewards. Do you remember that? I had forgotten about it too. We have to remember this shit. I'm sorry. This stuff is literally straight out of Nazi Germany. Pop-up ads began to appear on online games. Words with
like 4
Friends
minutes.
is an online game, but there was a pop-up asking if you know anyone in your household or in your neighborhood with fever and cough and to report them.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Some
god.
1984 shit.
For a decade, they made a big deal out of HIPAA, medical privacy laws. Remember that?
Oh, we believe HIPAA, the Portability Act, the privacy laws, and your health is yours.
Ooh.
But you
That came up like instantly. Wow. It's really loud. My bad. Classic. Love that music. Oh. Classic. I have nostalgia for this music, even though I was an adult when I played it.
report somebody if they're coughing. Now just throw it out, just like the Constitution. HIPAA? Screw it. There were mandatory, quote, laser gun temperature screenings to go to certain places in some cities. Personal account in Leeds, UK. A friend is a Zumba fitness coach. As she was quarantined, she set up her Zumba classes online from her living room. During a live class, the police turned up at her home. The neighbors had informed or snitched because they thought she was having a Zumba party with a group of close contact people. Oh my God, I'd forgotten about this, as had you. Now, in terms of accounts, arrests or fines
Yeah.
for people leaving their home without permission, this was particularly horrible in Australia and the UK and throughout Europe. But even in California, even in the United States, this is unheard of in the United States, thought to be impossible. There was an announcement in San Francisco particularly that anybody leaving their home for a non-emergency reason will be fined. I mean, when this stuff came, our type of person just couldn't believe it. Everybody else was the palace guard. They just bowed down before. They said, Matt, sometimes we have to make sacrifices to stay safe. Everybody went into zombie mode. Everybody around us went into download mode. Here are some accounts from outside the United States. A $1,334 fine for being outside the home for a valid reason happened to someone in Queensland, Australia. Over $1,000. You have a valid reason? This is an emergency? No, I'm going to get bread and milk. $1,000 fine.
Bread and milk.
A mother and daughter were fined $1,000 for going out for a learner's permit drive in Victoria, Australia.
Well,
In Brownsville, Texas,
Hey, Brownsville.
people were giving.
I've been there.
It can happen anywhere. A single mom was given a $500 ticket because she was taking 2 of her sick children to the doctor, but had the other 2 kids in the car. So it was like a spreader event. It was
A spreader event. All right, let's fucking look at this, I guess. The term spreader event is so cringe. I want to hear Patrick Stewart. Shut the fuck up. Show me Patrick Stewart. Alright. It's not loud enough. Oh boy. I guess that's fine. Oh wow, I can only adjust the brightness. Let's turn the music up, you fuck yeah. Oh boy. This is gonna be a disaster. You can see my dot. Yeah. Half the budget went to this man's voice. Yeah, it really did. So activates X. Block L1. Cast R2. Ready weapon. L3. What? Change view. Journal. Goodness gracious. This is gonna be some rudimentary shit, ain't it? I mean, it worked, right? Yes, start new game. I don't have a choice. Turn it up, Negro. There he
I
is.
was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
Hey, he's got the scarab on his chest.
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates
Wow.
of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third
You can
year,
climb those mountains.
and the final hours of my life.
It's super loud. Holy fuck. Gives me goosebumps, man. Yeah, I was thinking of that too. The fucking 33s. Can't get away. You could climb those mountains, man. I gotta get Martin as a companion and just stop playing that part of the game. Stop playing that part of the quest so I have a semi-permanent companion. Since I don't have console commands to make a companion like I usually do. Whoa, it's the Twin Towers, dude. That was it. That was it, man. That was the Elven. The L even. Wouldn't that be some shit if the game froze? Hello? I wonder if the game froze. Alright, I'm gonna give it some time. There we go. The Nine Elven, never forget it. Superior, what's the white race? Britons? Or Nords? The Bretons. What's the white race? I want to be white. Imperials, what are Imperials? That'd be the Nords, wouldn't they? I don't want to be a guy. I'll be an ugly woman. I don't want to spend 20 minutes doing this, so I'm not gonna... Fucking... Nords are pretty white. Yeah, we're going with Nord. The game freeze? Really? It's got a loading icon. It might be, yeah, it was loading, what's it called? Textures or whatever. Excuse me. Sheesh. Alright. I see your face. Oh my god. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing this. How do I... Is there a random? I guess that's my random. Blue eyes. Let's turn that down. That's not bad. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time fucking with this. Bro. There we go. That's as close as I'm going to get to a ponytail. Can't move the camera around too much. I might change. Here we go. It's gonna be really hard to make her not look like a fucking tweaker. That's fine. Muted her. There we go. Make it long. Yeah. No body temp 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm fucking, what's that phrase people use nowadays? Overstimulated, maybe? Oh boy. Go with the classic. Backspace. Okay. Oops. Arxida. Classic. You sure you want to be a Nord? Whoa, dude. Kitty kitty. Yeah, kitty kitty.
Your skin is so pale, so pure.
Wow.
And
Racist.
your body is so strong. Let me guess. A Nord, right? I bet you think you're pretty tough, huh? I bet you can swing a sword and everything. Well, it doesn't matter. Not in here. It does no good to fight. But don't worry. The guards always treat the pretty ones nice. Right till the end. Oh, that's right. You're going to die here, Nord. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming.
Thanks.
For you.
I like that guy. Pretty based.
Yes, sir. My sons.
Here, kitty kitty. That's the only thing I remember when you play Khajiit. Khajiit. Whoops. Oh, I got a heal spell. Sweet.
My job right now is to get you to safety. What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be
Hey,
off limits.
occupied.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back.
Oh my god, stop.
We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt.
Okay.
Prisoner, stand away from the door.
Bro.
Over by the window now.
Oh, there is a window.
No
Damn.
sound. Stay put,
Good.
prisoner.
Got a
Let's
beefy
go.
ass.
We're not out of this yet.
Oh no, the game froze. I'm dead. I love this game. Especially the console version.
I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength. Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By
You should have retired sooner, Boomer.
That escape route leads through your
Pass
city.
on that wealth, idiot.
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Oh, thank God. Had a lot of porn on my hard drive.
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as
Oh, I didn't vote for you.
You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way. So do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty God?
Yeah, they paid him like $500,000
Sire, we must keep moving.
for like 20 lines of dialogue. Oh,
Better
here's
not close this one. There's no way to open
some
it from
fake
the
ass
side.
authority.
This is your
Don't
lucky
try
day.
anything. Just stay out of our way.
Okay. Yes, honey. Say yes, honey. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
Don't get too close.
I'm literally standing right next to you. This isn't bad. I don't mind control, like console, like what's it called? Gamepad controls.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
I need a sword.
The captain's down.
Already? You fucking idiot.
Yo!
I forgot she got pieced out. Oh my god. I forgot she got fucking bodied.
Captain,
She's dead.
Holy shit. Fucking useless. Useless ass. Useless ass female civil servant, man. I forgot about that.
Don't worry, son.
How do I grip? For
They
grip.
won't be the first to underestimate the blades.
There we go. Come here, idiot.
I'll take point. Let's
There we go.
move. You
Useless ass woman. Wow. Time to start hoarding. You idiots. Alright. Stop. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. Let's see. DEI. Yeah, really? I completely forgot. She gets fucking bodied right at the start. I was pretty shocked by that. Ooh. Wow, I got a sword. I have a bow and arrow. How do I macro? Oh, good lord. Tell me, please tell me there's a way to macro. My brain, okay. How do I do this? What the fuck? I'm dead. Come on, man. I actually don't know how to do. Here we go. Why that made me giggle? My brain is struggling. Okay, here we go. I think the game would have told me that. Okay. Let's get back into Matt's video, I guess.
It's like she was considered crowding people together and not staying safe, but she had no one to watch her other 2 small kids. So what am I supposed to do with these kids? Put them in the trunk? Chain them behind the garage?
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's my duty. $500 fine.
Everybody went on the zombie download mode. It was absolutely horrifying, wasn't it? What we call the news was extremely sinister during all this, because collectively there were a million stories of people getting coronavirus.
That's the first time I've ever like tried to do that, so I didn't know it gave you like
how many of these stories did
a pop-up saying congratulations.
3 days, and it was okay. It really wasn't that bad. Now, okay, there were some horrific stories, but the point here is, what did the news report? Did the news come on and say, more and more people are saying they're getting coronavirus, sure, but they're not that sick. It's like a mild cold, and then they're going right back to work. The news didn't report that one time. That tells you the level of download that the news minions are on. 95 to 99% of everything on the news related to coronavirus were horrible ventilator stories and horrible tragic deaths and ventilators. And just the worst thing possible is what was reported to propagate all of this. In the state of Michigan, the governor banned the sale of seeds and said state residents could not drive up north to their vacation home. Inside the same state, they said they couldn't travel. But the vacation home is far away from everybody, and you're social distancing. I guess the logic really didn't come into it, as we know. In some U.S. states, it was declared that only 10 family members could attend a funeral, and even less depending on the state for a wedding. Most are forced to pay respects from a video monitor for the funeral.
Wow.
What's next? Throw virtual rice and act for that? Probably. Thanks a lot! There were documented cases of a single mother trying to buy food for herself and 2 kids, but was not allowed to go in the store because only 2 together are allowed in the store. So the mother's like, well, what am I supposed to do?
I like how it just repeats the audio clip.
Not allowed in the store to buy food because she had 2 kids. That makes
There's no way to run.
It was very scary
how
when the download hit everybody, folks. Common sense, any sense of humanity just completely went away in a matter of weeks.
But the torch, I'm not stealthy enough.
We all sensed, at least in our community, how these atrocities that we hear about in the past, how we sensed what the human is capable of. Very quickly, they're capable of atrocities. Next, in many countries in the West, there were drones hovering above, screaming at people to maintain a safe distance. In Derbyshire, UK, footage was released of a drone screaming and
I don't know what it was.
a man walking
I
alone.
kind of forgot there were zombies in this game.
That he should be at home.
Sir, person walking in the hills alone. You need to go home now. Go home now or you'll be fine.
Personal account right here, quote, "My wife and I parked up at the beach at Maidens, Scotland, and prepared to walk on an empty beach. A police van pulled up and 2 officers asked where we were from. When I advised that we lived 2 miles away, we were told to go and walk near our own home. But they could not confirm how far you could legally drive from your home in order to go for some exercise, yet insisted that we needed to return to our home village." So they actually pushed back. They said, well, wait a second. We were told we were allowed to drive up to 5 miles to get exercise, and we're not aware of that. We just think you need to go home now. Everybody, especially in authority and the police, immediately took the download. I say it one more time. It was scary, my friends. There were hundreds of documented accounts where in life-threatening emergency medical
trying to aim this fucking fireballs at Piper.
only one parent was allowed into the hospital to be with their small child in the medical emergency. In one personal case, I made a note here, I'm aware of the father was allowed into the hospital. I don't know how old the kid was or how young the kid was. The mother is outside in the parking lot in the car crying. When certain California beaches reopened, it was illegal to lay in the sun. People must, quote, keep moving. In Australia, people have received fines of over $1,000 AUD for sunbathing. There, lifeguards were told to call the police on anybody lying in the sun. The feeding of birds was made illegal. In many
may
other
have
parts of
to
Australia, like Perth, the state has
find
been
that
cut
later,
up
I
into
guess.
districts. Yes, just like
I'll
in the
just
Hunger
adjust the
Games
window then.
and President Snow. People can't leave their district.
There we go.
And if they cross the street, the friend across the street, the neighbors across the street,
Hmm.
oh, that's not your district.
That's why touch spells are often more useful, easier to aim. I mean, I could aim it just fine with the fucking mouse, but you know, I'm using a jank-ass stick. I don't see how anybody aims anything with the fucking stick.
You can't go see Katniss Everdeen. She lives across the street. You can't walk across the street if you're at the edge of your district. Holy shit. Next, on the kids' show
Take my
Sesame
irons
Street,
off.
characters were being used to teach children to give themselves self-hugs. They could hug themselves
Oh, God.
in some sick way because they can't touch others.
That's so
to
sick,
cope
man.
With the end of physical contact.
Wow.
Next, a town in Montana
Hey.
in the United States implemented
I did it.
wristbands that you needed these wristbands to enter grocery stores, with the band proving you're a town resident and have been in town at least 14 days. Thousands of campers living in parks around the United States were kicked out of their campground with nowhere to go. This sounds like how the police in California
Joystick peasants,
would
yeah,
harass
really.
the people living in campers in tent cities after they were burned out of their home in the Paradise Fire. Google and Apple were working together so people can be tracked using their cell phones to see if they got near anybody with the virus. I mean, you remember that stuff? People with the virus were identified on their phones, and then you see who's getting near those people. Well, they still have it, and today they've perfected it. They're just not as public about it. Hospital NICU wards have been documented to, quote, restrict time a mother can spend with her newborn. There are stories of the baby being separated from the mother for up to 3 days after birth. Along these same lines, mothers are not letting any of other family members touch the newborn but the father. In thousands of cases, grandparents
surprised they let 'em do
aren't even
that.
allowed into the home to see the newborn, and certainly not allowed into the hospital. Regarding the birth itself, the husband or partner is not allowed in during the birth. Here's a personal account. Quote, my wife is pregnant and there are some complications, but they're trying to disallow her from having an ultrasound to check the baby's condition. At the same time, they're still allowing abortions. A variety of, quote, medical services were completely shut down in the West for a 6 or 8 week period, became completely inaccessible if they weren't emergency rooms or complete emergency medical services, or at least deemed to be. So thousands upon thousands of dermatology practices, dermatology, were closed. Now, dermatology is basically the biggest scam in the history of the world. Oh, that's a basal cell. Oh, that's going to be a problem. It's a gigantic scam. But melanoma is very, very serious, folks. And, you might have a melanoma. We're closed for
skill
the
up
next
my-
6 weeks. Stay safe. Nope.
I'm jumping.
Didn't see the melanoma patients. The dental offices were also closed.
I've been through
People
here.
were saying, oh, I'm going to give you a script for more antibiotics. You come see me when we open in 4 or 5 weeks. People had certain conditions, and most of the dentist offices were closed. I know somebody that was kind of hit with a pretty terrible situation because the dentist offices were closed. Small businesses in California were threatened to have their electricity turned off and their water turned off if they were deemed a non-essential business, but they kept operating. Well, we need to keep operating because I need to put the food on the table.
You
I
set
have a
his trap
1-year-old, a
off.
3-year-old, and a 5-year-old, and they need to eat. Well, your business isn't essential, sir. You find food for your little ones in another way. There are similar incidents all over the United States and the West in general.
Let's see.
A man in
bones.
Florida was fined for selling cards and comics from a small table he set up in front of his store outside to stay safe.
crotch on
Stay
accident.
safe! He was trying to do his best. People are not allowed to apply common sense under any circumstances. They must not make a move without the okay from Big Brother and your caring government. Here's another personal account. In Mijas, Spain, M-I-J-A-S, a friend of my sister went to shop and bought a hair dye after weeks of no hairdressers being open or available. On the way back, she got pulled over by a Spanish cop who deemed the hair dye non-essential and got fined 600 euros on the spot. Thanks a lot! And here's my favorite, as many of you
Come on,
know.
man.
In Germany, when the ice cream shops opened back up, at least in certain
Oh, the
jurisdictions,
one lick.
it was
The
illegal
3-lick
to
policy
take
or
more
whatever.
than one lick in the ice cream shop. I thought it was 3 licks, but
I
my
thought it
notes
was
here
2.
vary, but does it really matter? Does it really matter? You must be, here it is, you must be 50 meters away from the ice cream shop if you take up to 3 licks or something. $400, does it really matter? $400 euro fine for taking an inappropriate number of licks close to the proximity of an ice cream shop. Holy shit. Philadelphia was the first big city in the U.S. to come out and formally announce, quote, "We will not be making arrests for small crimes because of the dangers of the coronavirus," which even included certain types of theft. Here's the point.
You big dummy.
Why did they even announce it? If they wanted to stay safe and say they're not making these arrests, if it wasn't sinister, they would have just not done it, not announced it. That would lead the criminals out the next morning to start the crime spree. There was absolutely no movement in the legal system or the jail system, so those awaiting trial and were innocent, they were just rotting away in jail. Oh, the trial's postponed, everybody has to stay safe. Well, what about all the innocents? Oh, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to stay behind bars with all the rapists. The quote, "What happened to getting me a trial before my peers?" That's in the Constitution. No, it's pushed back months and months and months because we need to stay safe. But what about the Constitution? I told you the Constitution doesn't matter. There's a flu out there. Now sit down and shut up. My friend, here's a personal account. My friend who was incarcerated for having, quote, dirty pee, who was supposed to go to drug treatment, has been rotting in jail with no visits for 2 months because there is no movement at all in the justice system in this state. Wisconsin is the example because it's all locked down. Even the trivial is not so trivial for people in the middle of it. Thousands of divorce settlement hearings are pushed back months and months and months. Let the stress pile on and let the not milk monsters suck the loosh. And this is the last one we do because there's only so much you and I can take, but there's 30 on my list and I just documented less than 1% of what ultimately could have made it on the sinister list. Local government in Tennessee has announced they're requiring businesses,
repairing my own
shit, previously deemed essential and, quote, allowed to remain open during the shutdown. They now have to apply for a permit to show they'll be able to initiate, follow, and enforce certain safety practices in order to reopen their business. You need to get a... You've been in business for 30 years? Oh, who cares? You need a permit to go back into business because we all need to stay safe. If a permit is issued, law enforcement and our county city employee authorities will be coming around to ensure compliance and enforcement of the as yet unknown safety practices. But we'll give them to you soon. He's on my alternate roster. He's going to do the triple Lindy. I'll give it to you after the dive meet. If a business is found to be in non-compliance, its permit will be revoked by Nazi Germany.
The fucking witch was a female.
Will be subject to losing its business license as well. And your new boss is named Stalin. Folks, there's so much here that we need to do a part 2 next Sunday. I'm sorry, and I'll apologize.
I look forward to that.
For the absolute need to revisit this. As I've said, and I'll say it one last time to close, we cannot forget this. I'm sorry. In some way, I feel it's our duty.
Goblin milkers. Goblin milkers, yeah, exactly.
What happened. The word reality breakdown is not strong enough.
Some mommy milkers
look how quickly
on that goblin.
We've forgotten. And somehow they seem to have returned the world to what it once resembled, but not really. In this gigantic presentation today, we only got to 50%. And get to when the vaccine is being offered in 2021, and there's so much more here, folks. So it will be just one more week. I know many of you, it's not palatable again to revisit this. We must. We will do one more time.
I'm standing right here.
And then that will be the end of it. Until the next anniversary, assuming we're all still here 6 years from today. And I guess that would be nice. Thanks for being here at freevoice.io.
They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain?
How can I explain?
You know the 9.
The 9.
Our fates with an invisible...
Paired with the 11? Yes, I do know the 9. Paired with the Elvan.
I've served the 9 all my days.
Wow.
And I chart
You're
my
a cuck.
course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
Dude. Which one's your mom? The tower. Let's see. I think the speed one's pretty good. There's, where's it the... Man, I forget. What's the meta? Or the wizard. $50 points to magic, that one's pretty good. Patronac? The hell? Speed's kind of tempting. The Twin Tower, yep. 9 paired with the Twin Tower. You're either gonna get the speed or the thief. Because those are just straight up bonuses with no negatives. Everything else is like weird spells or 50 magicka or whatever the fuck. 100-point bonus to magicka gives you 100% weakness to magic. Jesus. That's not how that works. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Steed, because it's pretty... I think overall... the most beneficial.
Signs I read show the end of my path. My death,
wow, dude.
the necessary end, will come.
Could it be that you're just old?
Your stars are not mine. Today, the steed shall speed your progress on the road to destiny. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face,
what are you looking to the side, buddy?
The sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness.
White glory, huh?
With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
I forgot to... I wonder who uploads for Matt. Because you'd think he'd be in charge of his own Odyssey channel. But he's made it kind of clear that somebody else is running it for him. At least I think he has. I may be wrong about that. I don't think I watched this one.
After 50 years, NASA is sending humans on a path back to the moon.
Alright, let's get this over with.
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my
probably Rob, you're right.
fate, then fall.
Rob the robot.
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
Huh.
You may as well make yourself useful. Carry that torch and stick close. We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of
Are
situations
you the cool
like
black
this.
guy?
Although I admit, things are not going according to plan. My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
Whoa. Spoiler alert.
Stick close and let us do our job.
Fucked it. I didn't pick up that lady's katana. I forgot about it. I just realized I didn't have her katana. Yeah, I pick up that short sword and didn't pick up her katana. Whatever. Who gives a shit? She's a foid. Excuse me. Give me all the lockpicks. The lockpick.
I follow the Emperor's orders, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
Oh my god. Whoa, rude. Whoa, they hit really hard too. Jesus.
You follow! The Emperor's in danger!
Help.
Mara's mercy on you.
Save me. Oh my goodness. Save me, white man. I'm the healer. I'm the healer. Y'all are my DPS. Come on.
Protect the Emperor.
I didn't realize those fuckers hit so damn hard. Jesus.
Protect the Emperor.
Got fucking punished for walking ahead. I didn't know there was a chest in this corner.
For the blades and the Emperor. My sword for the dragon.
Yep. What's up? It's a pretty shit sword. Yeah, I know. It's like the same thing as a fucking steel sword in my hand. Where y'all at? Hello? Oh. Why is he so angry with me?
The Emperor may trust you.
Need to raise his disposition a little bit. Did it glitch out? Oh my god, here we go.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Could possibly go wrong. Oh, he's pretty mad at me too, actually. Jesus. The fuck did I piss in your cereal?
Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
I'll level up that resto. Level up that restoration. It's down here. Oh, this is where he gets assassinated.
Damn it. The gate is
Spoiler alert.
a trap.
A trap.
What about that side passage back there? Worth a try. Let's go.
Why are we yelling? There's assassins everywhere and y'all are yelling. Stop. Uh-huh. Could look at me like that. We're sneaking.
Dead end. What's your call?
He's gonna come right
Behind
here.
us. Wait here, sire.
Wait
I'll
here.
be the assassin.
Guard him with your life.
For Oblivion, take you!
Goofballs. Look at them. Little idiots. Hey. Can't go in there.
I can go.
Can't go in there anymore.
You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must
No,
not
thanks.
have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him.
I'll find
and
Sean Bean.
close Shut the jaws of Oblivion.
You think Sean Bean? There it goes.
That's not smart.
Hey.
The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
Help. What's going on here?
And the
You
Emperor!
thought your
Golly. Look what you did. This is your fault.
We failed. I failed.
Yep.
The Blade
I agree.
is sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
You could tell that was at like a different time of day that they did that voice recording. The amulet. The amulet. It's after he had breakfast. The voice actor. Let's see. It's a pretty shit sword. You got a butterface. Yeah, I really do. Who's got a butterface? Me?
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you.
Wow, it's
They say
strange.
it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septum. They see
It's
more
fucking
than us.
convenient.
The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think...
Oh, they don't like
dragon
foids. That's what it
crown,
is.
that's
That's
just
why they're
true.
giving me dirty looks.
The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
I wasn't paying attention.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
I gotta find Sean
Nothing I
Bean.
ever heard about it. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
Nose
First,
is itchy.
you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial
What you
City.
gonna do with the body?
Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers. There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced bard. Am I right?
Excuse me. Sheesh. Oh my god, what did he say? I'm an experienced what? Battle mage. I like these portraits. Hey, the wizard. It's my boy right there. I'm probably gonna go combat again. I mean, you said, that magic is pretty good, but I don't know the meta when it comes to, like, magic stuff, so... I'm just gonna pick something I'm used to. Oh, the UI art is peak in this game. Yeah, it really is. I mean, I'm gonna make a custom class anyway, but... do that. Combat... blah blah. I gotta have music. Is luck in this game like it is in Fallout, where... No, I don't think it is. I can't remember how good luck is in this game. So I know you can max out luck to get extra skills and stuff, but I don't think it's like that at all in this game. I'm getting my wires crossed. Let's see, intelligence. See, luck isn't that great in this game? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Athletics, light armor, and acrobatics. I think I'm just gonna get strength and endurance. Some basic bitch stuff. Oh, I forgot about this. What did I do for my last playthrough? I'm not gonna mess with marksman. Blah, blah, blah. I think I do want restoration though. I wish it would group it up. I'm gonna get conjuration. I wish it would group up the stuff instead of putting in alphabetical order. Definitely gonna get blade. I'll get block too, fuck it. Definitely want conjuration. Lockpick. What do I have left? I think Speechcraft becomes pretty handy to max out right away. I'm not going to be pickpocketing. Armor would be easy. Yeah, armor. That's a good one. Yeah, I was thinking about getting that. Acrobatics. How much do I have left? That's it. Generate loss fatigue. I'm gonna get athletics. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll do that. Adventurer. Yes. I'll put, Oh no, really? I can't fit Reality Bender? Name for the class. Your mom? Joe Mama. Be a mystic. Fuck it. Create the mystic class. Oh man, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I can't remember much about this game, even though I played it, you know, 100+ hours. I don't give a shit about backseat gaming, not with this game. Did I pick it? Yes, I want to be a mystic.
Really? I would never have guessed.
Really?
Still, I don't think you'll have any trouble with rats and goblins. You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
I'm pretty sure someone out there would
Good.
start
The
seething
Emperor's trust was well placed.
at the major skills I picked because I'm not
I'll
min-maxing.
stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You better get moving. May Talos guide you.
Whatever, faggot. Will he attack you if you attack him? Let's see.
You're lucky I like you. Otherwise you'd be... You're lucky I like you. That's not... Do you have a death wish? Don't say I didn't. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh shit. Backhand the shit out of me. That's not nice. You're not a nice person. Come at me, bro. Will he follow me? Hello? You mad at me? Oh. Oh my god. He's like an angry cat. Turn into a horror game. A black man. It's a black man.
It's a multi-billion-dollar mission called Artemis 2, and it's a critical test run
Jesus.
before landing. So essentially, it's a very expensive.
I didn't do
flyby.
nothing.
But we already landed on the moon, back when we were still using rotary phones. So
Let's see, I didn't know this until recently, but the major skills affects how quickly you raise those skills by quite a lot in this version. Yeah, that's kind of what I was basing my decisions on. I was thinking like which skills I want to level up quickly. Conjuration's one of them, because I like conjuring. I like having little companions with me, even though they're not very strong. Yep. It's like 1.8x for the major and 0.8x for all the other skills. Yeah, it's really, I mean, I get it, but I don't think they should have made it less than 1x. I mean, that's ridiculous. But I knew it was like double or something like that. That's why I picked what I picked, because I wanted to level up those the fastest. So I'm kind of thinking on a meta level, but at the same time not really, because fucking Oblivion, man, I ain't that serious. How do I move the bottom? There we go. Yeah, I got all that. Conjuration. Ooh. I wanted Restoration to level up pretty quickly, so I can start using, regen spells and all that. And I just pick Athletics just for traveling, and I want that to level up pretty quick. I should have picked Acrobatics, I guess. No, never mind, it's piss easy to level that. I guess Light Armor would have been useful. I'll probably change that. I'm probably going to change some things before I leave. I don't know what I'd remove. I do want Armor, so I think Armor is useful. Maybe I'll drop Speechcraft. I might drop Speechcraft for Light Armor. We'll see. Alright, let's go. Let's not antagonize the black man anymore.
And the first one?
And the first one is they don't have their CGI or A.
Yeah, if I stop reading what you say, if you see me glancing and I'm not reading what you say, that means my chat froze, so you can tag me in Discord, I guess. I'm about to stop anyway. I think I'll go ahead and let Matt, I'll watch this 20-minute video, then call it quits. Once you could change a charm spell, speech cry doesn't matter too much. Oh, that is true. Yeah.
AI fake video.
Alright. Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
People expect 8K and 4K images maybe it's
I'm cool with backseat gaming for this game because it's Oblivion and there's a lot to it, and not only that, it's like who cares at the same time. But
you have to wait just a bit to properly fake the next mission. It was easy to fake it in 1969. You just give them a bunch of grainy.
if you do plan to do
horseshit.
custom spells at some point, at
Nobody
least, yeah.
expected anything. They say they got Stanley Kubrick, but you didn't need Stanley Kubrick. This time, people expect images that are a little bit better. That's why the next fake moon mission has been delayed. Guys, there's never been a technology that's ever gone backwards in human history. Not only these Artemis missions are an insult to our intelligence. If anybody's out there that you know that still believes in the original supposed moon landing of 1969, Apollo 11, they're one of the dumbest individuals to ever walk on the face of the Earth.
We passed them! Stop this thing! We can't stop. It's too dangerous.
And
we
why
go.
not just
Next
land
is C.
again? Well, there's a few big reasons why. And the first one is financial.
NASA began the Apollo program in the 1960s. Back then, astronauts used a fully integrated system, rocket, command module, and lunar lander. Lander is the important thing here. Private contractors helped build Apollo, but NASA maintained
I'm not going to use
oversight
archery
and control.
anyway.
And this was the height of the space race with the Soviets. The Apollo program was a huge national investment, but NASA doesn't have Apollo money anymore.
Oh, we finally get the first reason out of her. They don't have Apollo money anymore. Well, I looked up the budget. It's $25 billion a year, which works out to about $70 million a day. Did you notice all the nonsense she just spewed about integrated systems and a bunch of bullshit? But here's the first reason, and all the NASA has integrated systems, and the problem's the land.
Oh, I forgot there's a compass.
Go back and listen. She just talks about
silly.
nonsense before getting to the point, and because the point is the excuse is so pathetic.
I'm so used to
kind of,
I guess I got used to looking at maps from playing Zelda that I forgot there was a compass on the bottom that tells you where to go. Kind of wish I could remove it, because then I'll get into the habit of looking at it.
Mumbo jumbo before they don't have Apollo money anymore. $25 billion a year. You could probably give that to the local
seen the damn
elementary
goblins?
school. You could get something to the moon, folks. Let me reiterate one more time. If you have a friend or family member that believes in this, whether it be the 1969 mission or the new Artemis missions, they're one of the dumbest individuals to ever walk the face of the Earth.
Some Gothic. The fuck? What is even happening? What the hell? That was funny. That's some Japanese shit.
Called Artemis 2.
Yeah, there's 8.
But NASA doesn't have all the
88.
tools it needs to land on the lunar surface just yet, and that's a problem for some on Capitol Hill.
The United States must remain the unquestioned leader in space exploration.
Ted Cruz, that fucking
China's
creep.
space program has made significant progress in recent years. The country says it's aiming to land astronauts on the moon by 2030, and the country usually hits its deadlines. NASA's goal here
Can
is
I look
not
at
to
my own
repeat
character?
the flags and footprints missions of the Apollo
I don't think I
era,
can.
but to develop the technology so that people can live and work on the moon.
You can give it up to her. She could be Twin Dominoes
Look at that monster.
Because she was awesome at it. Yes.
Well,
Always with her brothers.
Carmen, I'm so sorry.
And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made from the White House. I just can't tell you how proud we
Come on, bitch.
are of what you have done.
Is it glitching out in the corner?
A journey to another planet. A manned mission to Mars.
I should tell you that the first mission is scheduled to land on Mars on July the 4th, 1997.
That's Bill Clinton.
Independence Day.
So Mark Kansas.
We will undertake extended human missions to the moon as early as 2015.
The worst.
With the goal of living and working there for increasingly extended periods of time. Human missions to Mars and to worlds beyond.
But I just have to say, pretty bluntly here, we've been there before. There's a lot more of space to explore and a lot more to learn when we do. Now, last month we launched a new spacecraft as part of a re-energized space program that will send American astronauts to Mars.
We will establish a foundation for an eventual mission to Mars, and perhaps someday to many worlds beyond. If we dare to dream big, and that's what our country is doing again. We're dreaming big.
Oh, stand still in third person. Okay. This is so fucking loud. Oh yeah, when they launched that car into space. It's stupid as fuck.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
Okay, that makes sense. And then
Right
just
now,
this real quick.
we only
There we
can
go.
fly in Earth orbit, and that's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars,
How's it gonna
asteroids, there's
change?
a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually. We only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I can use it as a reference. Sorry.
The only problem is the camera that was supposed to mask this harness out, or the video feed, is not working. And so we see the guy come in a harness on his wire. Pretty amazing.
But that, of course, requires funding space exploration in the long term. These missions are far more complex than just sending humans to low Earth orbit, as we did with the Space Shuttle and with SpaceX's Crew Dragon now. And it remains to be seen whether America will maintain the political and economic will that it takes to foot the bill.
NASA's return to the moon is delayed again. A new problem with the Artemis 2 rocket has led NASA to scrap plans for a March launch that would send 4 astronauts on a 10-day loop around the moon.
And while not quite ready for the road, Duchovny says the flying car is about to take off. NBC News was given exclusive access to see their concept model with our own eyes.
If everything goes smoothly, I'm gonna watch a car fly over another car. We'll see.
Sure enough, we watched it soar through the air over another car and land. But for all the magic of this moment, we were heavily restricted, forced to shoot at least half a football field away, and we never actually saw the driver entering or exiting the vehicle.
When's he gonna fix his echo? Wonder if I'll get a copyright notice for this.
What the hell was that? Spaceball 1. They've gone to plaid.
No Barf, I think his name was Barf or Bartholomew or something like that in space.
I think I'm happy with everything else.
I know the reality itself has
fuck it.
gone to plaid. Most people over age 50, in my experience, it's roughly 95%.
Wow,
believe in the
the
original
way it loaded.
landings, of which I think there were 6.
Oh, thanks.
Supposedly, let me use I can't do. I've got to hold the microphone. Successful landings on the moon. 6. Most people, older people, they still believe in every bit of it. Now, younger people are more skeptical, but I'm just not in touch with the young, mindless generation that's been raised on a phone instead of parents or teachers.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that.
I think that's a good thing. But most older people, they
The mindless generation raised on Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. Come on,
every
man.
bit of it
Don't be
still.
like that.
But there's never, you could say, can you name one technology that's gone backwards, ever has gone backwards, or it's just stalled out? For example, like Charles Lindbergh, the Spirit of St. Louis, he flew across the Atlantic. And let's say it was 1975, and nobody had gone back. nobody had flown across the Atlantic again. There's no 747s or anything like that. Would you see? You might question if he went in the first place, right? Or you just believe it. No technology has ever gone backwards. Oh, we invented this thing called the cell phone back in the early '60s, but it's now 2015, and we don't need that or anything.
The water isn't
Every
loading.
single technology, especially when you're trying to get ahead
That's
of other
fun.
countries, They say there's a competition between countries.
I just realized the fucking water isn't loading.
And plus, all the presidents, as you've seen, have promised it all. Folks, let me just reiterate one more time. You have a neighbor, for
Keep on
example,
equipping my fucking
that
sword.
believes in this. They're one of the dumbest individuals
Where's he
to ever
at?
walk
There he is.
on the face of the earth.
Get a little tipsy before dark. You want that?
Shut up.
I keep saying my name.
Well, you're a pussy. Put that bow away, pussy.
That's some money. Is that meat right there on the top?
It might be a lardon.
What does lardon mean?
Pork.
Oh yeah, I'm finna eat it. Porky pig, it ain't.
AI Overview? Hello? AI Overview? Are you there? Oh, AI Overview? When is the Artemis 2 mission with a real fake crew supposed to take off for the moon flyby? Thanks, AI Overview. The Artemis 2 crewed moon flyby mission is currently scheduled to launch as early as April 1st, 2026. April Fool's Day? Really? You don't think? Yeah, you'd have to, I guess, be one of those conspiracy people. With opportunities.
Pretty kitty.
Well, oh, if they miss the date, maybe there's some high winds or something. Opportunities through April 6th. Oh, Matt, the moon moves. Don't you dummies in the conspiracy circles know that? They got a short. It's called a window. I'm sorry. The mission will launch from the Kennedy Space Center's Pad 39B in Florida. Well, we know that.
Wonder if it's the emulator. I'm pretty sure.
Astronauts around the moon and back. They're not even
there it
going
goes.
to land.
Show it now.
The first time they tried to land in 1969, everything worked fine. Artemis 1 successfully completed November 16th, 2022.
We're good now.
It took 4 years between Artemis 1 and Artemis 2 because they're going to need those 4K and 8K AI Mid-Journey and DALL-E and Gemini produced faked images for this one. The words at the bottom here are too small, so I'll read it to you. What's shown here is a simulated view. It shows what the Artemis 2 astronauts may see during their lunar flyby. Now let's take the sentence structure and read it literally. This is a simulated view, okay? The Artemis 2 supposedly hasn't taken place yet, of what the astronauts may see during their lunar flyby. So let's reverse it. What the astronauts may see during their flyby is a simulated view. That's what it says here, if you take it literally. This is a simulated view. It shows what the Artemis 2 astronauts may see during their lunar flyby. They might not even see it. They'll be in a simulator, probably in Las Vegas or something like that. You think anybody's gonna fly anywhere? But this is literally read as they will see or may see. Maybe some of them will be sleeping. They may see a view, but it will be simulated. Of course, you have to read it literally.
I killed that other idiot right here,
going somewhere, folks? Are you one of those people that are some of the dumbest people to ever walk on the face of the earth? Now, all this talk of space inevitably leads me back to
remember if
one
cooking's
sad
useful or not.
place. I start thinking about Amy again. I haven't talked about who we used to call the vintage space chick for a long time, but I am remembering what we could have had between us if things would have gone a bit differently. Let's just put it like that. So, of course, the vintage space, Amy is talking about the Artemis missions. So I went out. Where would your first choice be if you wanted up-to-date information and incredible insight on the new Artemis missions? Just like I did, you'd go out to the vintage space. And I went, where's the Artemis?
That's kind of lame.
And absurdly deep dive into Apollo 13. Everybody knows what happened. We saw the movie 2 months ago. Where are all the recent videos on Artemis? Then 7 months ago, our insane atomic journey. How did we get here? That ain't space. Amy, what is going on? Don't you want to properly monetize your channel? Are you so rich? How many subscribers you got? Almost 500,000, and you're not putting out a video a week to monetize? Quantum of Conscious never run no ads, never made 1 penny. But she does, so she must, maybe she has a very rich boyfriend, doesn't need to do this anymore. I'm quite jealous. But the moon.
Nice parry, dude.
Oh, there it is. Why we haven't been back, the third video. 10 months ago, Amy, where's your coverage of Artemis? What is going on? I'm worried about you, sweetheart.
I knew this would happen.
Come on.
They didn't cook it though.
It's tartar.
Tartar. No way, is this the tortilla?
But NASA doesn't have Apollo 1.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
So Artemis, spacecraft and rockets to get crew from Earth to lunar orbit.
What do I got?
But for the lunar lander, the agency decided to bring in SpaceX and Blue
Chug them down.
to figure out how to get the astronauts
They bonk heads.
spacecraft down to the moon's surface.
Like some Looney Tunes shit.
NASA wrote a check to SpaceX and Blue Origin for a few $1 billion each. And they're supposed to be taking that money and figure out how to build a functional lunar lander.
Great. I'm not gonna look like a real vagabond.
One scenario is real, and there's actually going to be a quote manned crew getting into a spacecraft, and that spacecraft is actually going to go somewhere. But let's get right down to brass tacks. What's actually happening, per her own words, that CNN space correspondent, who's very impressive, by the way. If someday she'd like to work for me in my YouTube channel, I think we could find a place for her here. She said that NASA wrote checks for billions of dollars to Blue Origin, owned by Jeff Bezos and Amazon, and Elon Musk's SpaceX. Between the two of them, they're worth over $500 to $600 billion. So it really happened because nobody's going anywhere. NASA, your tax dollar, billions of your tax dollars they just wrote a check to Jeff Bezos like he wasn't already rich enough from Amazon. And Elon Musk wasn't already rich enough from Tesla and all the other bullshit that they say he's the CEO of. That there's nobody going anywhere. They simply took
Look at him go.
and sent it to billionaires that are already worth
Idiot.
billions. That's what actually happened.
You better run. Fucking pussy ass.
Okay, guys, that's it. Only cat videos remain of Zara and Gouda. Gouda is now returned to Pam's house, but they actually got along pretty well.
I think
This
I've
was
seen
from
Gouda.
January. And what does it say about many of you when you'd rather see
It's a
the
funny
cat
name for a
videos
cat.
than what I just showed you? And remember to close.
Didn't mean to take
If
the-
people are believing in the Artemis 2 mission on April 1st, they're the dumbest individuals to ever walk the face of the earth.
Guess it was nothing.
Cute. Oh, we're almost done. Probably call it here in a second. Wow, 9 gold. Can I take these? No, I guess not. Oh look, he's got one of those fatigue mats. Why does he have a fatigue mat there? I guess they like laying on it. Cute. I like cats. This guy. Did they even do double damage? Who knows? Oh. Blah 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 blah. Talking shit. Talking shit. Whoa. I like their insults. Shut up, darky. Fucking knife-eared bitch. Alright. Darky's in the melon patch. Knife-eared darky, it's even worse. Was that the person I sniped? Peekaboo. Nice parry, asshole. Swing it, girl. Ooh. Got a beefy ass. Oh. Hello. What the hell's on her head? Wow, my luck's being drained. Whatever will I do? What's your weapon? What is it? Where'd your weapon go? What the hell, man? Alright, I guess I'm done. That was fun. I'll probably keep playing it, just for shits and giggles, because it's something to do. Probably remove that from the remaster, too offensive to pregnant people. Oh, you move like a cow. Yeah, probably. I don't know, I kind of like playing the game with a controller anyway, so. Yeah, I got Dragon's Crown and something else. What was it? Did it down? Oh yeah, Odin Sphere. I still gotta unpack that. Well, that didn't take long at all. How come the other one took so fucking long? Anyway, man, I'm done. Thanks for joining. I know it's getting late. I appreciate you sticking around. So, you take it easy, brother. See you in Discord.